Up the lane, penetrates, hooks, and knocks it down. Kept alive, good. Bauer is on fire. Dylan Bauer back to Reed. Rivers up the lane, gives it to Chopey. Great dish on Ross. The offensive board's going to Sock. Gare again. You can't give him any out there, and Aiden Gare strokes it. Bauer had it rejected, knocked away by Perry. Hill off the break, lays it up and in. There's a deep three, Shear. That's his third three of the night. And tonight it is a backyard shootout here in the Magic Dome. Tonight the Loyalsock Lancers ranked in the top 5 in Pennsylvania, 15-1 against Alan Taylor's Williamsport Millionaires, coming in struggling at 4-10. But don't let that fool you. This will be a war tonight. Hi, everybody. Gary Crispin along with Babe Mayer, the Rennie Road Armel All-State game, as you're watching live here at webweeklylive.com, here on Facebook and our own cablesportslive.com. Babe's going to be fun. A Lancer team 15-1, veteran club coming in, but the Millionaires are 4-10. 6A schedule, much more difficult schedule, and this is a club that certainly doesn't want to hear the hype that they're an underdog coming in tonight.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about that. And I think when you look at the Williamsport Millionaires, you're looking at a young team. They only have 3 seniors on the entire team, and a lot of them are underclassmen, and they lack a little leadership because of that. No one really is stepping up and being the leader of this team. And on the other hand, you got a veteran team coming out of Loyalsock. Loyalsock has 4 seniors that start for them, and they're good. And so is the 5th starter for them. And neither team has a lot of depth on the bench. But the big stat you got to think about when you're looking at the Williamsport Loyalsock game is this, Gary. The seniors on this year's Loyalsock team have never beat the Millionaires.
That's right. Interesting. A year ago, this Loyalsock basketball team had them down 11 points. Williamsport stormed back, and they won the ball game. And the Cherry and White, you're right, has had this Loyalsock senior class number coming in. Loyalsock wants a win, bragging rights of the area. Magic Dome's going to be rocking. It's going to be fun. Stick around. Our Fairfield for Fair Deals pregame show coming up next. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. Hard to believe, Rennie Road Armel All-State Insurance, 40 years and going strong here in Williamsport, Westminster Drive. And Rennie, I know one of the things we've talked about in the past, life insurance, and how important having life insurance is for folks that are married, have a home. Tell me more about life insurance.
Most people don't realize. They think $100,000 or $50,000 is enough life insurance. We try to talk to people every time they pick on an additional debt, especially buying a home and getting a mortgage. We want to make sure there's adequate coverage.
Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliance, Route 15, South Side. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield. For fair deals, you're gonna love us.
Hey, we're back. Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. Gary Chrisman and Babe Bears Sock and the Millionaires tonight. Fairfield for Fair Deals pregame show. Going to be a lot of fun. This Loyalsock team is a team that has all the parts to make a deep run. If CI gets back to Hershey, this could be the year. It has been since 1993 when they played for a state title. Millionaires are 4-10. Let's talk some fast facts. Brought to you by Palco Federal Credit Union, Chad Road, Muncie. Tom Rachel, his great staff, right off the Halls-Pennsdale exit off I-180. All right, you've got two teams having two different type of years, but the Millionaires play a really difficult schedule.
Well, they sure do, and particularly early in the season. This was a young team, and they early in the season did a lot of traveling. They played teams like York, they played Harrisburg, Reading, Lancaster. They played up in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton Prep, and it was very difficult schedule. They came out of it with only 3 wins up until after the Christmas break. And I think that this team here came out with good intentions, really ready to play, but just got beat down early on. And they've been getting better. They're not winning games, but they're playing closer games, and they're kind of building up. And the coaching staff and the players seem to think that they can still, with this schedule, come out and still win the conference. All right,
still win a district title.
Still win the district title, right? And that would be great for them. On the other hand, you're looking at a team from Loyalsock, all right, who has just had a great season as far as everything's going. Only lost that one game. Now that one game, though, is huge when you take a look at it. Loyalsock lost to Danville by 8 points. Williamsport lost to Danville by 12 points. That's not a big difference. That's a very good game by both of these teams playing against each other. One other stat I want to throw in here, Gary, and that is this. Williamsport at the end of this season will have traveled over 2,000 miles, all right, to play 11 away games. Loyalsock will travel a total of 230 miles. Wow. That travel for that young team, I think, really beat them up early on, and they're still trying to recover from that.
And they've barely been home in this month of January. Right. This is the big game on the hills, the first Saturday in January they've had a chance to play. Big rivalry game. Danville game, Millionaires got themselves down in a hole, down 15. We come back, we'll talk about it. We'll also talk about their signature win was against Lancaster McCaskey, where they came from 17 points down to win by 10 or more. They won by double digits. That was their biggest game and biggest win of the year. We'll take a timeout. Sock of the Millionaires coming up next. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30 plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
I've had an interest in reptiles and amphibians since I was 11 or 12 years old. And so when I came out of the military in 1964, I began to build Reptiland. And with the help of family and friends and employees, the zoo has continued to grow ever since. Sure, a lot of things have changed in 53 years, but one thing has never changed: the smiles. Welcome to Reptiland.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
River Valley Transit has partnered with the Community Arts Center for its 4th year to provide a free show shuttle service for the 2018 and 2019 season. Park downtown, grab a bite to eat, ride the show shuttle to the CAC, then after the show, have the show shuttle return you to your car. The show shuttle operates in 4 15-minute loops starting 1 hour prior to the show. The show shuttle operates 2 loops following the show, one starting 10 minutes after the show, and the second loop starting 30 minutes after the show. The show shuttle offers 5 stops, including the Community Arts Center. This service is only available for select shows. For more information, please visit caclive.com.
BJ's Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield, for fair deals. You're gonna love us.
Hey, we're back. Fairfield for Fair Deals pregame and the Chaos Fun Zone, Liberty Arena. Keys to this ball game tonight. Gary Crispin and Babe Mayer here at the Magic Dome. Great to be back up on the hill. Sock and the Millionaires going head-to-head. Going to be fun. 15-1 Loyalsock. 4-10 Millionaires. Babe, great stat you had on the couple of thousand miles they've traveled for road games this year. And I know they're having fun getting back up here. But it's going to be interesting. Let's talk some keys. Certainly one of the things that Alan Taylor told me this week, and I know you talked to DeMar Wright, the assistant coach, tempo a key. Amir Elzy's got to be a key as the point guard. Dribble, drive, penetration, trying to get things going and keep them back at their heels. Another key's got to be a guy like Ethan Williams shooting the ball. He's got to come out and attack aggressively. Certainly Simmons, the veteran, will be a key. But those are some of the keys to this game. Millionaires have shown glimpses of showing some great strength this year, but the inconsistencies and breakdowns and finishing games have been the biggest problem.
Well, you know, I think that you're no doubt about it. Tempo, both these teams like to run. Whoever sets a tempo, which team does, I think is going to be a big difference in this ball game. Rebounding is also going to be a big difference. Williamsport will be at a disadvantage. They don't have a Bam underneath in the middle that can pull down rebounds. So they're going to have to do a good job of boxing out, crashing the basket, getting some rebounds.
Isaac Ritter plays a key.
Isaac Ritter is going to be a big key under the basket, no doubt about it. But if you don't get the rebounds and you don't get that outlet pass, then it's going to take away from your tempo if you're Williamsport. So I think that's going to be a big key also.
Yeah, Bam has gotten better and better offensively with putbacks, but certainly his ability to rebound, block shots, set screens, so Ritter's got to get in his way. So it's going to be real interesting to take a look at how it all plays out with some of the keys of the game. Alan Taylor believes that CI will come out in a 2-3. They always get him in that 2-3 zone. We'll see. Sock likes to play man. They're a team they feel very, very comfortable with what goes on. They also have the guard play has got to be a key. Pastore's got to stay out of foul trouble in this game. They've got veteran guards in Pastore and Ross. Interesting matchup against a really quick Millionaire team. It'll be fun. I think you're going to see them in that 1-2-2 full crest trap zone. That's going to be one of the keys, how the Millionaires handle it early. Allen would love to see it because he feels that gives his club an advantage getting it up and down the floor. Do they back 2-3? Do they go man? We'll find out minutes away. We'll be back with more and impact players tonight. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week.
Are we running?
Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance. Rennie, congratulations, 40 years and going strong and many, many more. Rennie, a lot of times we've talked about liability insurance. I know I'm well covered. You guys have my back on that. Let's talk liability insurance and how important it is to have the proper insurance liability-wise in case anything would happen.
Yeah, what I look at in our business, the most important thing is making sure that whatever happens to a client, any accident, any type of thing, they don't have to worry about losing their house and home and their life savings. Everything with us is built around liability, making sure they have the proper coverage. It is absolutely scary to see the type of settlements and what we're seeing in this litigious society that we have today.
Sue happy. Sue happy.
The best way to say it.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at it as a way to make a living. I've seen $1 million lawsuits at least on 3 occasions over the last couple of years. $1 million settlements.
Bottom line is liability insurance, it's a key. Talk to the experts. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance. Hats off to you. 40 years and going strong. Give them a call today. 326-6645. Everybody's talking about the new Chaos Fun Zone in the heart of downtown Williamsport, the go-to place for big kids and little kids and all kinds of fun. Chaos has everything from 12 brand spanking new boutique bowling lanes, the only laser tag venue in the area, over 40 arcade games to satisfy your inner gamer, indoor trampoline at Fly World complete with slam dunk hoops and dodgeball court. Perfect place for birthday parties and corporate events. And don't forget about the great food and fun and all the games at Scores Sports Bar and Grill inside Chaos, the premier sports destination with 12 beer taps and all kind of great rotating craft beers. Plus 15 HD screens and the NFL Sunday ticket for all the big games. And then the Liberty Arena for leagues and tournaments, clinics, and a variety of sports, including soccer, baseball, softball, and more. Don't miss it. It's Chaos, the Chaos Fun Zone, the hot new place in Central PA. When it comes to menswear, the Clothier has the biggest selection in Pennsylvania, all the top name brands. This is the Babe Mare Makeover.
Babe, there's 2 beautiful coats you've tried on. They're both by Jack Victor, the beautiful patterns. I think the one you have on is the one you should get. Babe, the quarter zip sweater, the shirt, the tie, the Bills khakis pants, and the Alderman shoes is a perfect match for you.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport. When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in, open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more, the best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960.
Give them a call today at 322-9024. Hey, we're back here, Magic Dome. We've done a lot of big games over the years. Always fun. Big crowd coming in. Millionaires and the Lancers coming up minutes away. Cable Sports, our 32nd season in the Rennie Road Armor All-State game. Let's talk Fairfield for fair deals. Fairfield Autograph pregame. And how about the Impact Players, brought to you by Biters. And, of course, the Biters game ball will go maybe to one of these guys at the end of the ball game. Key players tonight, the Impact Players. First of all, for Sock, got to be their go-to guy, Gerald Ross. He's picked it up since that Danville win, and he's the guy who has taken over the leading scorer role, averaging 19, close to 20 a game. He's been on fire. No doubt, one of the great players in all time in Loyalsock history.
Well, I tell you what, he's an all-around player, too. He can drive to the basket. He can shoot the threes. He's a good team leader out on the floor, and just the real deal. And he's almost our impact player every time Loyalsock plays because that's what he is.
Yeah, the other guy is another great wide receiver in football who had 71 catches as a junior. Put up a good year this year, although he was banged up, unfortunately, at the end of the season. Marcus Simmons, he started for the last 3 years in basketball. Outstanding athlete, senior on this team. They need his leadership. That's going to be a key coming in. Marcus Simmons is their impact player coming in tonight.
Well, he's a great athlete, going to Westchester to play football, but also an excellent basketball player. And he's got to be the one that gets this team up for this game. A lot of these young players, you know, they know what this game is, but they don't understand it. He does. He's got to make them go.
Impact player Marcus Simmons, impact player for the Millionaires. Alan Taylor did tell me Ethan Williams has got to show up tonight, too. Williams got to be aggressive, got to take that shot. That's going to be another key. Yep. We'll see how the speed of the Millionaires matches up with the veteran guards, Pastore, Ross, and this tall team of the Loyalsock Lancers. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more coming up. Opening tip minutes away. You're watching tonight live here at webweeklylive.com, cablesportslive.com, and, of course, on Facebook. This is the Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week. I know you need a great night's sleep. You're in the right place. Biters, that's right. Route 15 South Williamsport, the Sleep Center. Joe Biter is the master of selling you the greatest mattress and bedding of all time. You sold me. You had me at hello. The Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum Firm. But you've got a bed for everybody, a mattress for everybody, and it's incredible. I've never had better sleep.
Thank you, Gary. We've been in the bedding business for about 30 years. I think we're getting there. Well, I think we kind of got it perfected. So we had a big redo the last couple years. We redid our sleep center and added some like top name brands like the Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum that you have. We have Tempur-Pedic, we have Sealy, a couple other strong brands, and we have 40 beds on the floor. One is right for everybody.
Hundreds to choose from, and you can customize it. You customized it for me. Let's show them how it works. It's got the remote. I laid down, and I was sold immediately. Raised the foot, raised the head part. It's great. Cuts down on snoring, acid reflux. It's great for your health and circulation, but it's great also if you want to read or watch TV. It's amazing. I've never had sleep like this.
The bedroom now is a sanctuary. It's a sanctuary for working. It's a sanctuary for rest and relaxation, watching TV, reading. Adding the adjustable base to one of these brand new beds is the perfect complement.
It's incredible. It's the best buy I've ever made here at Biters, the Sleep Center. Joe, congratulations. They're selling it like crazy. Here at the Sleep Center, come see Joe Biter. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Gary.
We'll be back with more from Biters. Don't go away. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And, of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip. The Clothier in the heart of downtown Williamsport has the biggest selection of the state and all the top name brands. Vineyard Vines, Barber, Tommy Bahama, Sport Coats by Jack Victor and Hart Shafter and Marks. Now, did Babe Bear make his decision?
Francis, this is the look.
Babe, Promise me you're going to wear this on the football game show.
You know I will, Francis.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport. The new destination for food, fun, and all the big games is here. It Scores Sports Bar and Grill inside Liberty Arena in the Chaos Fun Zone, downtown Williamsport, with 12 beer taps, rotating craft beers, incredible food from the Mile High Nachos, wings, pizza, burgers, and more, and 15 HD screens, the NFL Sunday Ticket, all the big games, all the food. Scores Sports Bar and Grill. Hey, we're back here, Fairfield for Fair Deals pregame show. Rick Quigley with us, and boy, the state-of-the-art Fairfield Toyota. You guys have done well here.
This has been a great location for Toyota, and Toyota's, of course, hot as could be. And as Dan Goldman will fill you in on the great success with Toyota this year.
Well, Dan, you've got a lot of great 2019s we've looked at. You've got, obviously, you've talked Tacoma, Tundra, and so much more. Let's talk about your deals that you have on Toyota and how highly they're ranked in the nation and in the world.
Well, we haven't seen incentives to the levels that they've been this year so far. And with resale value by the very trusted Kelley Blue Book website, we have the number 1, number 2, and number 3 in resale value. The Tacoma number 1, Tundra number 2, and the 4Runner number 3.
Okay, a lot of excitement, too, about these great 2019s. Going to be a great year. You guys sell a lot of Toyotas out of here in Central PA.
Boy, we sure do, and it's due to our great employees, our leader, and great prices.
And a great service
after the sale.
Yeah, I was just going to say, service after the sale. Guys, congratulations on the great run with Fairfield Toyota. Good luck for a great 2019.
Thanks, Gary. Good luck to you, too.
Check it out. Fairfield for Fair Deals.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
The Magic Dome and a good crowd on hand as Loyalsock comes in highly touted, 15-1, but a senior class that has never beaten the Williamsport Millionaires, although CI Ron Insinger has certainly had their number over the last 15, 20 years on a lot of different occasions. Certainly this has developed into a great backyard rivalry. Millionaires have struggled with that real tough schedule and all those road games Babe talked about, traveling some 2,000 miles on the road and not playing a lot of home games in January. They've been pretty much on the road most of the season. And they're coming 4-10. But, they played some tough teams. This would be a big win for them. Their signature win was Lancaster McCaskey, a really good team. They came from 17 down. Loyalsock Lancers feel this could be the year they make that deep run.
Yeah. You caught me there sleeping. They will have a good year this year, and I think they will have a deep run. Their big problem is depth. They've got to get some depth, but I understand they're getting a couple players back here off of injury and coming up, and that should be a good one. The Williamsport Millionaires, they're a very deceiving team. When they play well, and that's what they have to do tonight, they're in ball games, and they were in the ball game against Danville. They were down 15-0, and at the beginning of the game, came back, shut it down to a 3-point game, and then finally Danville wins by 12. But Danville also only beat Loyalsock by 8. So, you're looking at two teams that may be closer than we think.
Well, that particular game, it's something that's going to be a key to this ball game tonight. Danville, in that game, Loyalsock didn't play particularly well. They also had some bad refereeing. A lot of people feel that way. Pastore had 2 early fouls and sat most of the first half. And a key for the veteran point guard who runs the show for Loyalsock, is aggressive and defends well. Sock's got to make sure they keep their guys out of foul trouble. They do not necessarily have the depth they've had on some of the great teams they've had. They've got a couple of guys that will be back for the playoffs that are banged up. But It's going to be real interesting to see how this works out. And I did talk to CI prior to the game. In the past, he traditionally has played the Millionaires 2-3. And it's a team that struggles in the paint. They struggle at times hitting the three. And they struggle in that half-court offense against the zone. But Loyalsock has had such outstanding play out of that zone trap defense. They'll go 1-2-2 and give you that full-court zone trap press. Williamsport hopes they go that because they like to get in the open court and run.
Right.
Going to be interesting to see how the teams match up coming up minutes away. We're about set for the starting lineups tonight as you watch live, webweeklylive.com, on my Facebook page, and then you can share it. We've got folks watching all over the country tonight, fans of the Lancers, fans of the Millionaires. And, of course, our page is cablesportslive.com. And, of course, the games are archived. You can watch anytime to those games after the fact. You can go back to the football season and watch, but we're about ready for the national anthem and more prior to the start of this ball game tonight.
Well, it's going to be a good one, and, we wait for this game every year. And we talked about it before. This is a big game for the Millionaires. They have not ever lost to the Loyalsock team. The seniors on the Loyalsock
Let's
team
set our
have
starting
not won.
lineups for this ball game tonight as the Millionaires getting set to take on the Loyalsock Lancers. AAA starting lineups. And coming up, you're going to see their normal starting five for the Lancers. Leading scorer, nearly 19 a game, Gerald Ross. Second leading scorer, Aiden Gare. They've got basically four guys in double figures. Anthony Pastore, the point guard. Connor Watkins, the All-State quarterback, 6'4", headed to Villanova. And, of course, Bam Brema, who is a force inside, has improved his basketball skills, and he's headed as a defensive end to Pitt to play for the Panthers in football. Millionaires, Amir Elzy runs the point. He's a good one. Marcus Simmons is their senior veteran, and he's got to have a big game. He's our impact player. You've got Ethan Williams, the other guard, number 13. Isaac Ritter in the middle. And, of course, the other Millionaire that'll start this ball game, very talented defensive end in football, 6'2" sophomore. That's Nasir Jones. Millionaires have four players in double figures go down to the floor. And you see the Lancers coming out prior to the start of this ball game. And now the Millionaires will come out on the other side for this game tonight. It's going to be fun to see how it matches up.
Yeah, it sure is. And I'm looking forward to a good game, Gary. A lot of people think that you got a team with only one loss against a team that's only won 4 games. But, I think this is going to be a more even playing field than what people think. And many times we have come here and seen a game where Williamsport was the favorite and Loyalsock would knock them off or vice versa.
Absolutely.
I mean, this really is a rivalry game.
I remember the very first time that Sock beat the Millionaires was a game played at Lycoming College.
Right.
And Millionaires, I think Sock was even undermanned, and they were missing a starter in that game. That was a lot of years ago, and boy, that set the tone for a great rivalry between these teams. Let's pause right now for the playing of our national anthem tonight from the Magic Dome.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad streams and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting
starts in our 32nd season. It is our TV game of the week, streaming live at webweeklylive.com, cablesportslive.com, and linking it to Facebook. Great crowd on hand for what should be a great ball game tonight. The Lancers 15-1. They've been ranked as high as number 2 in the state. Lone loss to Danville, one of the top-ranked teams in 4A. Lancers are 3A. The Millionaires are a 6A club, and a lot of people still feel they can contend. They get into that District 2-4 run in the playoffs, and they could still potentially win that. District 2 down a tad, but they played a difficult schedule, and boy, they could help make their season and start turning the corner momentum-wise toward the playoffs if they could pull a win against cross-town rival Loyalsock Lancers tonight. Big and talented. Sock with 6'6", Pregame in the middle jumping. 6'4", Connor Watkins. At 6'3", Aiden Gare can play inside and out and hit the tray. Gerald Ross, their all-stater, one of the top players in their history, and an outstanding point guard at 5'9", and Anthony Pastore. In the middle, the Millionaires, Nasir Jones, a talented sophomore. The tap-controlled Simmons, and here come the Millionaires.
All right, Simmons has got to perform from the outside. He's going to be a key tonight.
Sock coming out. They've got Bam, head of the circle, who is facing Simmons to start this game. You've got Gare. Connor Watkins faces up with Jones. On that left wing, Elsie. He'll be the guy running the point with Simmons. Simmons penetrates up the lane, shovels, it will not stay. Pregame got the rebound. Here comes Ross of the Lancers.
Good penetration, but just couldn't get it to drop.
Pastore, veteran point guard, started a year ago in a team that went to the Eastern semifinals. Pregame with Ritter on him. Ross fronted by Ethan Williams. And Ross knocks down the three with a hand in his face. Good defense, but Gerald shows you what he can do against the 6'1" Williams.
And that was a big shot by Ross.
Little floater, baseline wouldn't go. Williams, Gare got it away. Here comes Ross back down the other way, head of the circle. He's going to pull up and shoot. That will not go. Good hustle, rebound. Sock getting the second chance. Pastore, kickback. Gare from downtown, yes. And a 6-0 lead early. Back up on the break. Good lead pass to Williams to cut it to a 6-5 game.
Those 2 threes.
6-2 game, I should say.
Those 2 threes that Loyalsock opened up with are huge to start a ball game, but the Millionaires have been down early before and have a tendency to come back.
Here comes Pastore, high ball screen, up the lane, Pastore. Good job by Pregame, who screens well. Pastore on again. That dribble penetration, a key in the ball game. Our score is 6-2 in the ball game, unless they gave one of those. I'm not so sure. It's 5. Is that a 5-2 game? One was not a 3. The other was a 2. So we've got a 5-2 ball game.
All right, good
First
hustle.
by Ross was only a 2. It was on the line. So it's going to be a 5-2 game. Sock got out early.
Good hustle by Simmons. Got the ball back for the Millionaires. It was out to the outside. Simmons got the leverage on Connor Watkins and picks up the foul. Ball back to Millionaires.
Williams off that left wing. Going to take the deep jumper. The 3 won't go. Rebound pulled down by Pregame. One and done, Cherry and White. Good defense by Williams on Ross. Trying to give him all that he could. Ross, his 3 that I thought was a 3 was on the line. Certainly he had great defense by Williams, still hit the shot. They come to Watkins, baseline, rejected. Ball's tapped away by Jones. Simmons on the break, pull up, jumper, rolls in. Marcus Simmons cuts into a 5-4 ball game.
And that's what the Millionaires want. They want those turnovers, get into transition, and come down. That time Simmons got it to fall.
Pastore. Millionaires playing man, play very little zone ever. Gare's shot won't go, got his own rebound. He hit the 3 a moment ago. Watkins powers down, gives it back to Pregame. Stepped in the end line, they turned it over.
All right, right now the Millionaires, the speed and hustle has gotten into the heads of the Lancers. They'll settle down.
And Sock goes full court pressure. They go with that 1-2-2 trap zone.
Full court. That's given a lot of teams problems on the season. Elsie to Williams, and he's a big game according to Alan Taylor. He was the star of the game a couple times on our show last year. Amir Elsie, they feel he needs to be the key control and tempo. They come out to the veteran. Simmons penetrates in the lane, dishes again, it will not go. Brema got the rebound. Here come the Maroon of Loyalsock. Pastore, good job. Elsie stripped the ball, knocked it away. It's going to be off the Lancers.
And that's the difference in speed that you're going to see in a game against Williamsport as opposed to what Loyalsock's used to seeing. They've got to adjust to that.
Watkins to Ross. Gerald gives you 19 a game. All-State a year ago. Made All-State in football and basketball. Pastore steps back for the three. Sock can kill you all night back there. It's 8-4. And a good sign hitting their threes early if you're a Lancer fan. There's the strip out of that zone trap press. Ross, that's the trouble they give teams. It's 10-4. Elsie gives it back. Touched by Jones. Back Simmons. Off the drive. Elsie back to Simmons for three. Marcus can't hit it. Rebound pulled back away. Jones in traffic. Boy, a whistle. Nope, it's got to be out of bounds.
Yeah, it's going to be out of bounds. Go back to the Millionaires, I think.
No foul called. And it will be a Millionaire ball. Last touch by the Lancers. They're a little collision, but no foul. Amir Elsie gives it to Nasir Jones. Lost the dribble. Fronted by Watkins. Williams. Brema comes out on him at 6'6". Sock playing a man. They did not go to that 2-3 zone. Alan Taylor said they normally had played them over the years. Little switch there. Takeaway Pastore. Gives it to Gare in the open space and lays it in. In transition, 12-4. Millionaires need a timeout. Sock by 8 will take the short 30. We'll be back in a moment. 12-4 Lancers. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, South Side. Millionaires Alan Taylor needed the quick time out there, down 12-4 early. Sock has already hit 3 threes in this game.
And that's huge for Loyalsock. I mean, I thought maybe they may struggle a little bit. This is a hard place to shoot from the perimeter, but they're not struggling at all.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Simmons. They need leadership out of Simmons. Elsie running the points. Got to have, as Alan Taylor felt control of the tempo of the game, trying to get some dribble penetration. That time rejected and knocked away that time. As Brema got a hand on it, trying to go out high to Ritter. Ritter needs to put that 6'4" body on Brema.
Yeah, he needs to get between Brema and the basket's what he needs to do.
Although he is matched up right now. They bring Brema out on Simmons, believe it or not.
Yeah, he's come out to the outside, so he's not really a threat in rebounding.
Williams jumper from the free throw line. Got a man in the air, gets fouled, and they need to get to the line here. This is a pretty good shooting Millionaire team. They shoot 65% as a club on the season, but 82% at the free throw line for Ethan Williams, the 6'1" senior guard who leads this team with 12.4 a game. Millionaires do shoot well. And Alan Taylor talks about tail end of games when you've got a shot, you've got to be patient. Let them foul you. You shoot well at the line. And they've had trouble doing that this season. They got it to a 12-6 ball game, a pair for Williams. Millionaires picking up man. Williams fronting Gerald Ross. Ross over the timeline. Good guy that can create a shot. They come out high to Watkins, fronted by Jones. Little pick and roll that time from Watkins. They couldn't get the shot away. That time, Gare steps back and knocks down the three. If you leave him alone, he'll kill you.
Well, that time he had a hand in his face. He saw a man coming at him, and it didn't affect anything. Going to call the foul on Brema, I think. They're going to use the body to force him out of bounds.
15-6 our score in the game, and 8 for Aiden Gare to start the ball game. Well, I tell you, talk about a guy that in his zone early with the threes in this game for Aiden Gare. And he's had a good start all the way around. He's got a pair of three-point shots. He's got 8 in the game, 15-6. Elsie fronted by Pastore, comes over the left wing. Head of the circle again. They come over right side Simmons. Up the lane past Brema. He's going to get fouled. It will not stay in the hoop. It would have been a shot at a three-point play.
And
a good first step by Simmons as you have the 6'6", very athletic Brema playing the very athletic guard at 5'11", and Marcus Simmons, a wide receiver, headed for Westchester next year.
And a good drive by Simmons again. He's just rimming the ball and not getting it to fall. If he hits a couple of those, that's going to get them back into this ball game quick.
15-7, game of the week brought to you by Hoopers Only TV. Not just about basketball, it's about the lifestyle. Top celebrities of the West Coast starting to brand this Hoopers Only TV. From Master P to B.J. Armstrong, Scottie Pippen, and others. And we're involved with Hoopers Only TV here on the East Coast, as they are in the Los Angeles area.
And it's all high school.
Backdoor, taken away Simmons, trying to get it to Gare. Simmons rushes it up, kick back Williams. Williams short. Good hustle, rebound pass Story. Trying to fight his way through against Ramir Brown, who just checked in, the 6-foot sophomore, and a good one off the bench.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Brown did a great job that time of getting the ball out of bounds off of a Loyalsock player.
Good hustle by Brown, and they got it back. Millionaires down 7. They're down, took the timeout when they were down 12-4. Williams. Pass Story fronting Elsie. Trying to give him all he can handle. Very aggressive. Elsie down the lane. Little stop and start in the air. Can't put it in. That's the bucket the Millionaires need.
He had a great move away from the basket, but he got to the basket and couldn't get it to fall.
Going to get it to go. The double clutch in the air by Elsie, 15-8. Gare's been hot. He's got 8 early points. Gives it back to Watkins. They try to get that pick and roll. They work the back door well on that play. Couldn't get the shot away that time. They come back past Story. Here comes out high Watkins. This is a great athlete. Plays so tough inside. Turned around. Brema. He's improved his offensive game, but not that time. Jones got the rebound away to Simmons. Simmons picks up his dribble, gives it back to Amir Elsie, the point guard, with 42 on the clock first period. Magic Dome. Sock by 7. Randy Rodarmel All-State Game of the Week. Williams. Great defense past Story. They come out Elsie again with 28 in the clock. Millionaires need a bucket, something positive to end the quarter.
A bucket right here would be even a 2. Would make it a closer game. Right now the score is doubled by Loyalsock.
Now Sock goes with a double team. They give up the 3-ball deep. That time Elsie won't hit it. Back up and in. Pretty play by Ramir Brown off the bench, cutting it to 15-10.
Yeah, good rebound, good putback by Brown.
Yeah, power move by Brown. It's only 6 foot, but great. You're talking about some great feedback on him from the coaching staff at Williamsport High. He's going to be a real good one for the Cherry and White. They cut it to 5. We'll take a timeout. This is the Rennie Rodarmel All-State Game. Sock on top by 5. Rennie Rodarmel All-State Insurance. Rennie, congratulations. 40 years and, boy, no end in sight. You're not retiring. You love what you do.
No, exactly. And taking care of the customer and being there in their time of need is the most important thing about this business. We are available to customers 24/7. Everybody has our home, our office, and our cell numbers. We never refuse to take a call or take care of people when they need it.
Rennie Rodarmel, All-State Insurance.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield. For fair deals. You're gonna love us.
Coming up at halftime, our Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. And our Price Optical Athlete of the Week for this week. Gerald Ross has won it a number of times, football and basketball this year. Sock by 5. Starting the second period. Gary Crispin and Babe Bear. Gerald Ross, deep three, no. Rebound pulled down. Millionaires. They've got Cole Johnson in the game, number 33. Simmons jumper won't go. Rebound kicked out. Brema. Away to Watkins, stepping in the blocking foul against Simmons. Trying to put a body on there to make a stop. Might have been a good foul, of course, giving up what might have been an easy 2 on the fast break.
That's going to be the first on Simmons. So yeah, that was Watkins put his arm out and kind of pushed off on Simmons and didn't let the foul actually occur.
Yeah, that's only the first team foul against the Millionaires.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
impressive. They didn't give up a foul in the entire first quarter of the game. Ross tries to go baseline. No foul called. A little collision with Ritter. And lost the ball. It comes back out again. And now Ritter trying to bang around with Brema inside. Inbound pass. Shot won't go. Ross. Simmons. Great lead pass away to Johnson. Header rejected by Ross. Back up and in. The putback is good by Brown. The Millionaires get 2 out. They cut it to a 3-point game. 15-12.
That was a good block to prevent a big play, but the Millionaires got the rebound.
This is a Loyalsock team that beat State College in the championship of their Christmas tourney and beat them pretty badly. Jumper, Gare, he's been hot. Ritter pulls down the rebound. He was a 6'4" tight end for the Cherry and White this year. Is it back? Missed shot that time. Brown, who came off the bench to try to lift them and has done just that, made 3 really good plays.
Brown's got to settle. He's got to settle down. You're only as good as your next play. And he's had some darn good wins. That time just I couldn't finish.
15-12 score. Good crowd on hand at the Magic Dome tonight. Kind of a playoff atmosphere, as you would expect, between 2 arch rivals. Pass Story, trying to give it back to Ross. Stolen Williams. They've got a 2-on-1. Finishing the foul. It counts. Pretty play.
And they can tie it up with this foul shot. So Millionaires can play when they want to play. But
big bucket, Cole Johnson, 6'1" junior, and a great job by Williams leading that break.
Yeah, and you know, it's a Millionaire team right now that's starting to gain a little confidence, and they're starting to run. And notice we haven't had a 3-point attempt now in a while out of Loyalsock. And Loyalsock, they live on that 3. They open things up on that 3.
Millionaires are on an 8-0 run right now. They've got it to 15-14. We'll take time. And we'll take the short time out. 15-14, Sock by a point. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate game. The new destination for food, fun, and all the big games is here. It Scores Sports Bar and Grill inside Liberty Arena in the Chaos Fun Zone, downtown Williamsport, with 12 beer taps, rotating craft beers, incredible food from the Mile High Nachos, wings, pizza, burgers, and more, and 15 HD screens, the NFL Sunday Ticket, all the big games, all the food. Scores Sports Bar and Grill. Magic Dome tonight. Sock in an 8-0 run. Or I should say the Millionaires in an 8-0 run against Sock, who had an 8-point lead early. And they've cut it to a 15-14 ball game. And trying to tie the game and complete a 3-point play, Cole Johnson, junior, 6'1", coming off a knee injury. Did not start the season. He's tied the game at 15-15. 9-0 run Millionaires as they come out full court and put pressure on and try to trap a bit, pick up their man. They'll back off the double team. Here comes Pastore. They're going to bring in Ali into the ballgame. He's been a good one, number 15, a young player. That time, right now, the Millionaire pressure in that man-to-man defense giving him problems off the steal. Brown picks it up. That time,
Brema almost got a piece, trying to shoot over Bam, and he got the rebound.
Yeah.
Tied at 15. Idris Ali into the ball game. Brema comes out high. Bam goes up the lane, hooks and banks, and it won't go. The rebound comes down to Johnson.
Nobody under the basket to rebound for Loyalsock.
Here comes Elsie. Double clutches, can't hit it in the paint. Gare up and down the other way from the perimeter. Shot wouldn't go.
No, someone got a piece of that.
Partially blocked. Elsie comes back down with it. Elsie for the lead. Yes. 18-15, the Millionaires. A big-time 12-0 run. They're up 3 in the game. Watkins, little pump fake. Breaks that 12-0 run, Millionaires, and cuts that lead down to 18-17.
Good assist underneath there by
Cole Johnson.
Bam.
Shot won't go. That would have been a 3. Here comes Pastore, rushes it up. Gare steps back for 3. Won't stay in. He was hot early. Had 8 early points. Jones got the rebound away to Williams, who penetrates and banks and hits.
Nice shot.
And the Millionaires go up 3 a game, 20-17.
I'll tell you, Williams, that was a nice pull-up shot right there.
Idris Ali in the backcourt. Pastore comes down. I think if Loyalsock needs a game against a team with the speed of the Millionaires, it helps them down the stretch, to say the least, against a 6A team that plays really tough competition.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, this is a Millionaire team that's really starting to show how much speed they actually have.
Alan Taylor has said they've got glimpses of playing great, as they did against Lancaster McCaskey. They were down 17 in that game, came back and won by double digits. They beat Reading in the first game, but then they've had games that let just slip away.
Yeah, that's absolutely the correct thing to say. I mean, they slip away.
Elsie, Idris Ali on him, little bang it inside. Dane Armson into the ball game. They switch, come back to Ritter. He's going to turn around that time. Little mismatch against Ali, and the ball that time. Good follow-up by Watkins, got a piece on the double team there. They found the mismatch. Ritter couldn't hit the shot, and the Millionaires get it back. They're up 3. They went on a 12-0 run for the lead. Deep jumper. Connor Nyman has come in the ball game. 6-foot junior. He's their 3-point shooter, and if he gets hot, he gets hot. 20-17 our score in the ball game. Millionaires pick up another foul. This is going to be Isaac Ritter's second personal.
Yeah.
And team foul 3. Sock has 6 in the ball game in this first half. 20-17 Millionaires.
Ritter has played well in the first half of this ball game. He's banging underneath there, taking up. He's a big guy, takes up room, but 2 fouls is going to hurt him. If he picks up one more, he's going to have to sit.
Pastore head of the circle. Nyman on him. Millionaires go about 8 deep on their bench. Watkins, Armson, gives it back to Bam. Baseline, Ritter puts his body on him. Bam turns and curls around him. The shot won't stay in the hole. Here comes Elsie off the break. Up the middle, down the lane, short. The bank won't go by Ritter. And a whistle and a foul, and it would be his 3rd personal foul coming up over the top. Well, followed by Ritter, but he got on the body of the Millionaires, and it will be his 3rd personal, and that is huge when you've got a big guy like Ritter in the middle. Isaac Ritter, 6'4" senior, who gives you 6 points a game. Millionaires up 3. Sock hasn't scored much in the last couple of minutes. They need a bucket right here. They have cooled down. They were red hot early. Ball stolen, kicked back. They didn't get a kick call. Ross wants that shot. Fouled in the act of the 3 on the push, and Gerald will go to the line and shoot 3. Gerald Ross, they're not afraid to let it fly from downtown and try to get that rotation going. Game of the week brought to you by everything at the Liberty Arena, the Chaos Fun Zone. Score Sports Bar and Grill from Fly World at Liberty Lanes. Level Up Arcade. It's a go-to place. We're going there after the ball game tonight. The Score Sports Bar and Grill. Go-to place for big game Sunday next week. They're taking reservations. And tune in for a chance to win on KISS FM. as Ross connects at the free throw line to cut it to 20-19. And now for the lead, his third. He's got 6, working on 7 points.
Well, this will be the tie. They're down 20-19. This would tie it up at 20 if he makes it. Really mismatches underneath with Ritter out of there now.
Ross connects on all 3. Leading scorer, 19 a game. Tie the game at 20-20. Here comes Williams. Good hustle by Bremen off the steal. Going to be a bump and a foul, or will there be a timeout called? And it looks like it will be. Let's double check.
It's going to be Loyalsock called timeout.
They're not saying time yet. It's going to be a 30. We'll take time. 20-20. Sock and the Millionaires will be back. Dolly's Diner behind Rita's Italian Ice just off the Golden Strip is Loyalsock's answer to cheers, where everyone knows your name. For the best in home-style breakfast and lunch, 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Dolly's Diner, homemade breakfast, homemade lunches here in Loyalsock Township. And where any food worth eating a lot of.
Dolly's Diner behind Rita's just off the Golden Strip. Sock called the quick timeout. We're tied at 20 with 3:07 to play. Here the first half for the Magic Dome. Big crowd, Loyalsock 15-1. Millionaires are 4-10, but played a really tough schedule. Have been on the road most of the year. Big game for both teams. Ross off the feed from Bremen, got his man in the air, clutched in the air, hit the shot. He's fouled again and can hit his 4th free throw in a row here. And Sock has regained the lead 22-20.
And that time, the foul from behind, you had to let him take the shot. He had position, he had leverage. He went up, and that shot was going in. He got the guy up in the air, and it was no contest.
Jalen Ross adding to his total in this ball game. He's got 10. Sock regains the lead, 23-20. They led by 8 early, and that time, Elsie trying to find Jones at the baseline, threw it way over his head. And the big guy had no chance at that. And these are the little things the Millionaires trying to keep their composure that Alan Taylor's talked about. The inconsistencies. They played so well. They won a 12-0 run to jump out on top 18-15 in this game. Steele, open court. Ramir Brown takes it the distance too hard off the glass. And Ross got the rebound. Jail runs it back up again. Williams on him. He's played Ross tough defensively. Good job by Williams. He had to come out aggressively tonight, as Alan Taylor told me this week. Williams certainly a key in this game, along with impact player Marcus Williams. Bremen puts it on the floor, banks and hits off the hook on the right side, and the big guy extends the lead to 25-20. Bremen has improved his offensive game. Steal pass Story. They can score in bundles. Follow up, put back Bremen. No foul called as Brown hit the deck, but it was Anthony Pastore taking the action to the Millionaires. Breaking pressure, Nasir Jones. Jones sets up the offense. Gare picks up on Simmons. The ball is lost out of bounds, and the Millionaires have turned it over on another possession. This is what happened when they cut it to a 3-point game at Danville, having been down 15. 3 straight possessions in that game down the stretch. Players got fouled up on who had their man. Danville scored all 3 times and won by a dozen. 27-20, our score. Coming out high, Bremen, then high post. Nasir Jones on him. Gare, deep 3, yes. Aiden Gare's shot, and now they've regained the touch, and Sock is up. Blink of an eye by 10, 30-20.
Yep, and that's how the Millionaires play, and that's how Loyalsock plays.
People have said they have seen Loyalsock this year, and they said, you know, it didn't look like they played that well, and I looked up and they were up 20 points. Sock's the type of team, if they put it all together, you see a foul. The foul against Anthony Pastore. That'll be team foul 6, his second of the ball game, with a minute 16 till halftime. But that's what this Loyalsock team does. They put it all together. They are unbelievable when they get that break gone, and they've got the guys who can hit from the arc. Simmons, free throw line. That time it won't stay down. Millionaires need a bucket.
And, boy, you need a bucket from the foul line right now. I mean, anything.
Here comes Ross, fronted by Simmons. Minute 6 left. Pastore runs the show out front, the veteran point guard, whose brother was a good player and starter for this club. Baseline, Ross, kickback, Gare. Good ball movement. They spread the floor well and good spacing. That time, good job by Johnson. Got the rebound. Here come the cherry and white. Down 10 with 45 in the clock. Williams against Brema. He's not going there. Gives it back to Elsie. In a crowd, Sock doubles the ball. Williams, one step to the hole. Gets fouled at the baseline from behind as Brema caught him going up. His second personal foul of the game. Team foul number 8.
And, you got fouls could be huge here. We get a lot of players with some fouls, and there's not a lot of depth on either one of these teams. Armstrong is a big man. They can bring in off the bench. I thought they played well with him in, but he's back out on the bench again.
Williams cuts it back to a 9-point game. Ethan Williams gives you 12 points a game. 82 from the line. They need all they can get here, 30-22, to try to chip away before halftime. We've had a good ball game. Williams has 8. Double team, Millionaires on Ross. Strip. Williams takes it end to end and lays it up and in. Big defensive play. Cherry and White that cut it down to a 6-point game. 30-24. Watkins. Sock has a big game we'll do on Wednesday against the Matursville Warriors, and Mike Messina, the Hall of Famers team, is playing great ball too. They're 12-2. They're all here scouting both of these teams. They will play the Millionaires on a Saturday afternoon game, February 9th, and we'll do that game in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks away. So they're seeing both of the teams they're going to see again. First time out, Matursville played this Loyalsock team very tough into the third, and Sock wanted to go away by 15, but Matursville had played him tough.
But this is not, I'll tell you what, this is a high-tempo game right now, both ways. And we're going to see who has some endurance in the fourth period in this ball game.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. Well, I tell you, give Ross all those chances at the line, he extends the lead. 31-24 our score in the game.
He's smooth, too. I mean, he really has a nice release on the ball.
One of their 1,000-point scorers. Got 11 working on 12 points here with 12 seconds remaining in the half. And Ross knocks them all down. 32-24. He's got 12 points in the first half of the game for a guy that averages about 19. Here come the Millionaires. Trying to cut that lead down, get a good look before halftime. Here comes Simmons. You want it in his hands. Simmons back to Elsie with 5, with 4. Better hurry down the lane. They come back. Deep jumper. Johnson at the buzzer. Cole Johnson buries the 3, and they've cut the lead down to 32-27. And they haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. Yeah, that's going to be a 3. That was a deep 3. 32-27, they're checking, and they say, yeah, that was not a 2. His foot was not in the line. They've cut it to 5. We'll take a timeout. What a ball game. Sock up 5 at halftime. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. Coming up, Fairfield for Fair Deals halftime show. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance, 40 years in the business, Rennie. It's flown by, and you still love what you do. Congratulations.
Exactly. The key for me is I enjoy my job. I'm thankful for all the clients we've had. I'm thankful for people we've been helped through many terrible circumstances, from fires to floods to death in the family. It's different than a lot of jobs. You become part of the family. You're there when people need you.
Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance. Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, South Side. Dolly's Diner behind Rita's Italian Ice just off the Golden Strip is Loyalsock's answer to cheers, where everyone knows your name. For the best in home-style breakfast and lunch, 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Dolly's Diner, homemade breakfast, homemade lunches here in Loyalsock Township, and where any food worth eating a lot of.
Dolly's Diner behind Rita's just off the Golden Strip. Everybody's talking about the new Chaos Fun Zone in the heart of downtown Williamsport, the go-to place for big kids and little kids and all kinds of fun. Chaos has everything from 12 brand spanking new boutique bowling lanes, the only laser tag venue in the area, over 40 arcade games to satisfy your inner gamer, indoor trampoline at Fly World complete with slam dunk hoops and dodgeball court. Perfect place for birthday parties and corporate events. And don't forget about the great food and fun and all the games at Scores Sports Bar and Grill inside Chaos, the premier sports destination with 12 beer taps and all kind of great rotating craft beers. Plus 15 HD screens and the NFL Sunday ticket for all the big games. And then the Liberty Arena for leagues and tournaments, clinics, and a variety of sports, including soccer, baseball, softball, and more. Don't miss it. It's Chaos, the Chaos Fun Zone, the hot new place in Central PA. Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear. Hey, we're back. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Gary Crispin and Babe Bear. Well, I'll tell you, it's getting a little wild up here.
Well,
it's really crowded. Yeah. They're walking almost into the shot. Halftime, 32-27. Cole Johnson hits a 3 at the buzzer. Millionaires found themselves down in this ball game 12-4 early. Alan Taylor timeout. We'll talk about some of the particulars about what happened. We got a ball game. Millionaires down 5 to the top-ranked Loyalsock Lancers 15-1. Let's talk Price Optical Athlete of the Week. Price Optical Athlete of the Week this week, David Hill, St. John Newman. Newman beat Southern last night impressively. Against Jersey Shore, they were impressive. David Hill's the real deal. 22 points, 12 rebounds, and a real big win over Jersey Shore. Impressively, really shut that club down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Newman's getting good. They're starting to build into a team now. They're starting to do things right, and that was 2 big wins between Southern and Jersey Shore.
Absolutely. And Newman now 10-4 in the year, and David Hill is our Price Optical Athlete of the Week. We're going to take a time out. We'll talk about River Valley Transit big play. Sock got out early. Millionaires storm back, and Millionaires get some valuable points off the bench in this game. We'll take a timeout. We'll talk about it from the Magic Dome. This is the Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Hey guys, we're back here in Lewisburg. It's the Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Gary Crispin with Rick Quigley, Denny Spots. What a location, Rick. I know of all these locations, you're really proud of this one.
Love this one, Denny. It's a brand new, great facility. Everything's brand new here, right on 15. Great location with over 400 cars in stock.
Yeah, you're talking about a huge selection, Denny. Cadillac continues to evolve and be very hot as it evolves even younger and sportier, and what a lineup of caddies.
Yeah, the Cadillac line has really come around in the last few years with being a premier luxury brand. The technology, the features that they put in these things are amazing. We've got new models coming out every 6 months for the next few years. And
what about the car that drives itself? Which one is that? I know you're going to get me in that car.
Yes, a CT6. will actually drive itself down the highway hands-free.
Wow.
And it's pretty amazing.
Great experience. Yeah, I imagine. And the Escalade is always big. And, of course, you talk about Chevy. You've got a great lineup of Chevys right here in the showroom. Talk about sporty, hot cars.
From Camaros to Silverados, Equinox, Tahoes, we have everything, and we have a huge selection. The 18s are going fast.
And, of course, the 19s, they're here. Check it out. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac. Rick, you know, Silverado, a huge seller. And you got to talk about service. That's something you're most proud of. Service is what you guys do best.
That's our top priority, and we have services number one here, and we will continue to be that, along with our best pricing.
Absolutely. Check it out. Fairfield for fair deals. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac, Route 15, Lewisburg, PA. We're back with more halftime right after this.
River Valley Transit has partnered with the Community Arts Center for its 4th year to provide a free show shuttle service for the 2018 and 2019 season. Park downtown, grab a bite to eat, ride the show shuttle to the CAC, then after the show, have the show shuttle return you to your car. The show shuttle operates in 4 15-minute loops starting 1 hour prior to the show. The show shuttle operates 2 loops following the show, one starting 10 minutes after the show and the second loop starting 30 minutes after the show. The show shuttle offers 5 stops, including the Community Arts Center. This service is only available for select shows. For more information, please visit caclive.com.
Hey, we're back. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Gary Chrisman and Babe Mayer. Millionaires cut that lead. Tail end. Cole Johnson buries a 3. Sock up 5, 32-27 for the 15-1 Lancers. Millionaires could have just laid over and died. Down 8 early. They go on a 12-0 run at one point, and they took the lead by a score of 18-15 in the game. Blink of an eye, Sox up 30-20.
Yeah.
That's the type of team they are when they get that rotation going on the ball from hitting threes and also getting their own break going.
All right, I tell you, right now we got like 2 boxers. We got Ali and Fraser out there.
That's right.
And they're just laying punches on each other. I'm wondering how long this can go on. Williamsport seems to have a little bit more depth. Not that it's good depth, all right, but Loyalsock does not have a lot of people coming off the bench. Their starting 5 are good, all right, but how long can they stand up? I thought they were faltering when they gave up the lead there in the second quarter.
Biggest key has been the depth of the Millionaires. 10 points off the bench has kept them within 5 in the game. As you take a look at the scoring, Ramir Brown came in, made a couple of big plays in a hurry, showed his presence. He scored 4, and Cole Johnson has come in, hit that 3 at the end. He's got 6 points. Let's take a look at a River Valley Transit big play in this first half of the game. But you've got to go to Sock, either Ross, but the guy that really got hot from downtown, there he is, Aiden Gare, stepping back, finding his shot, and I'll tell you, he's a guy who doesn't create so much. You get him open. He wants that 3-point shot behind the arc and buried a couple there. First half of the game, Gare's got 11, Ross with 12. For the Millionaires, Williams leads with 10. And we mentioned 10 points, Brown and Johnson, 4 and 6, respectively. Simmons with 4 points in the game. So second half, what are we going to see?
Well, you know, I think what you're going to see in the second half is if the Millionaires in the first half would have hit easy shots that normally would drop and aren't dropping, right, I think they'd have the lead in this game right now. Second half, the Millionaires got to settle down and they got to hit those easy shots on that fast break that they weren't getting to drop in the first half.
I think this is a game that Loyalsock needs from the standpoint of seeing the speed, playing in a big-time playoff atmosphere, because certainly schedule-wise, the Millionaires play that really tough schedule. Their speed will get the Loyalsock Lancers to be that much better. On the Millionaire side, they need to see a team like Loyalsock. If they can beat this team, it may propel them the rest of the season for Alan Taylor's club that has showed so much promise during the year. 32-27 our score. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back second half. Sock up 5. This is the Rennie Rhode Armel Allstate Game of the Week.
Hey guys, back here at Biters, it all started with appliances. 1966, grandfathers selling appliances from the garage many years ago, and now you've evolved bigger and better than ever. And Eric Biter, I'm telling you, tell me what is hot this year.
Right now it's color. In the appliance industry, you're going to see colors like slate, and behind us we've got some black stainless, one of the hottest colors that's out right now.
You've got a tag up here. Show me what that means, because I think it means you've got the lowest prices when it comes to appliances.
That's right. On these tags go out, they scrape our website and our competitors' website, so we know that we're priced right for all the product that we have on our floor.
Absolutely. So many great things that you have. All right. Tell me more about how you can get an item that maybe you don't have right now. You can turn it around and get it pretty quickly, right?
We can. We have access to a distribution center in Harrisburg with $29 million worth of inventory. If they have it in stock, we'll have it within 24 hours.
Everything under the sun, and a great display that you have right here. Let's talk about this. Fantastic.
This is GE's hot color right now, the black stainless. This is the most popular color that we have on our floor.
Lowest pricing, best selection, Biters since 1966. Eric, thanks.
Thank you, Gary.
Biters, furniture, mattress, and appliance, South Williamsport. Check them out today. Jim Moff & Associates. You've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
Great crowd on hand. There's Ron Insinger, who last Saturday won his 1,000th game. The winningest coach all time in Pennsylvania. That was a great moment. I'm glad we did that ball game last Saturday before the snow came as they beat Hughesville. An exciting moment for a guy that's been coaching for 45 seasons. 44, but this is his 45th season as the head man in charge of a Loyalsock Lancer team that has won so many games under his coaching. But he's the first guy to say, I couldn't have done it without the players and my great assistants over the years. Well, we're set, ready to go. 32-27, our score in the ball game. This Millionaire team crawled back after being down by 10, down in that final minute to cut it to a 5-point game. Cole Johnson at the buzzer buried a 3. Millionaires had actually regained. They had jumped out, got the lead on a 12-0 run, and they jumped out on top 18-15. And we're set and ready to go, but it didn't take long for the Lancers. Blink of an eye, they were up 10, 30-20. You see how quickly that they ran off a 12-2 run of their own.
We'll see who comes out here and opens it up in the second half. The Millionaires run a roll there going into the half, but they got to pick it up. Ritter has 3 fouls. He's back in the ball game right now, and they need him in there just for his size.
I should have said a 15-2 run. They were tied at one point, and Sock jumped out back up by 10, but then the Millionaires cut it down. That's where we are now. Start the third period. Cable Sports, Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Williams, they need his outside shot that time. From three-point land, couldn't hit it. One and done, Millionaires.
Watkins takes a rare three and banks it in, and Connor will say, I called it all the way.
Yeah, but he'll have a smile on his face when he says it.
35-27. That's a big bucket. Watkins steal past Story. Boy, these couple of first minutes are going to be really big for the Millionaires against this Loyalsock team. They go on big-time spurts. You blink an eye and you're down double digits.
Pastore got the ball, but Bam Bam's the one that knocked it away. He has those long arms the Millionaires are having trouble with.
Boy, that time off the pick and roll. Good block inside. A great job. Elsie got up. Elsie off the break. Gives it to Williams, who touches it in.
Nice pass by Elsie.
Good job in transition. Millionaires in denying what looked to be an easy bucket and a great defensive play. Gare answers. That time way off the mark, but a good save. And Elsie saves it back to Williams. Elsie, jumper, free throw line, front of the rim, follows and hits. Big bucket by Williams. 35-31. Near steal, that's Amir Elsie. Big bucket a moment ago by Ethan Williams. They're coming out high to Bam in that high post. Pastore. Fronted by Simmons. High lob, Bremer goes up and lays it up and missed the layup. Got his own rebound. Bremer off the pump fake. That time it wouldn't stay in. Ross. What an effort by Ross. Falling down, hits the shot. Well, I'd say if somebody's got a box out Millionaires, that's been a problem. You give them that many. Ross, deep, free. And just like that, it's a 9-point game, 40-31.
Millionaires are going to take a timeout.
And Alan Taylor needs time. Will take timeout. Let's see if this is going to be the long or the short. And I'm waiting to see. It's going to be the 62nd. We'll be back in a minute. 40-31. Lancers. Randy Road Armel Allstate Insurance welcomes Owen Oshefsky, the newest agent here. And Owen, your background is life insurance. Tell me why life insurance is so important for people to have.
Life insurance is the most important insurance that you can have. It's important because it's not for you, it's for the loved ones that you leave behind. So I recommend that everybody has some type of life insurance.
It's about protection. I tell you what, call Owen Oshefsky today. Rennie Road Armel Allstate.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield. For fair deals, you're gonna love us.
Millionaires have outscored, I should say the Lancers have outscored the Millionaires 8-4 in this third period. Millionaires had a run of their own. It's been a game of streaks, 40-31. Sock as Alan Taylor needed the timeout. Amir Elsie, head of the circle. Watkins now picks him up. Coming out high, Simmons. Elsie penetrates, baseline pull-up, jumper and hits. Boy, they needed that.
They sure
Millionaires got it back to 7, 40-33.
Elsie's picked up his game here in the second and third quarters.
Here comes Gare, head of the circle, Ross. Watkins in that high post, giving that high ball screen. A little pick and roll for two. Pretty play. They run that well to the back door, 42-33. That is a patented play for CI's teams.
And a good finish by Connor Watkins.
Jones off the right wing, Sock up 9. Their largest lead was 10 in this ball game. After they won in a 15-2 run, after the Millionaires counter with a 12-0 run, there'll be steps, or will there be? Simmons looked like he took steps.
Going to be
it will be a blocking foul against the Millionaires.
It'll go against Ritter. That's 4 on Ritter.
Yeah, that'll be his 4th personal foul of this ball game. And Isaac Ritter is going to have to sit out. Cole Johnson, who helped lift this team off the bench with Rymir Brown, has come back in, number 33, buried a 3 that got us to a 5-point game. Millionaires finished strong 7-2. There's a backdoor play. Bremer, the high post comes out, lobs it to Watkins and lays it in, and Sock their largest lead of 11, 44-33.
All right, Millionaires just got to stay in contact.
Bam Brema having a good ball game. He's got 9. Deep jumper, Williams. Ethan Williams knocks it down. 44-36. Back to an 8-point game. Williams having a big night. He's got 17 in the ball game.
He needs to keep it up. He's a good ball player, good shooter, and if he can keep shooting from the outside, that'll open up the under the basket shots.
Watkins down the lane, lays it up and good. Watkins again showing you that athleticism for the Villanova-bound quarterback. He's got 11 points in the game. Giving it back, LZ deep jumper, stays in for 3. The answer by the Millionaires. 46-39. Ball's going to be kicked and out of bounds. 3:25 left. We're in the third period.
Going to go off Simmons. That was a good hustle by Simmons. Almost got the ball back.
Anthony Pastore running the point for the Lancers. 3A team, one of the top 3A teams in Pennsylvania. Brema going to take it down the lane. He's going to hook and hit. Bam Brema. Sox getting balance for their big guys. It'll be Bam with 6. Watkins is the guy that now has 11 in the game. Deep jumper, Simmons, the answer, no. Nobody there to rebound again, and Ross has it. 48-39 our score. The answer by Gare. Follow, put back, and Watkins fouled on the way in. Connor Watkins, very physical. You talk about a guy who's put together and gotten that much bigger. Started at quarterback for the Lancers as a freshman, was injured a good part of the year, but Villanova knows how good this guy is. Came back for that final playoff game. Connor Watkins to the line at 6'4", on his way to play for the Wildcats. Game of the week brought to you by Kiss 102.7, 80s to now, and the Crispin Show. And more chances to win Big Game Sunday that is coming down. Big Game Sunday with Liberty Arena. Tune in Monday morning as Watkins puts it in again. Sock back by 10. 49-39 our score in the game. Sock pressure. Nasir Jones as they break it. Here come the Millionaires. 2.5 left third period. They don't want to get down too many. Big possession for high school here. Head of the circle, Jones. Elzy, deep 3. Elzy again. Amir Elzy. 49-42, that's huge. Watkins answers at the other end. Way too easy for the Lancers, 51-42. And boy, Connor Watkins has brought his game in this ball game tonight.
He's having a great third quarter. Rebound by Watkins.
51-42. Pastore behind the back. It's going to be a blocking foul. And that time stepping in is going to be Rymir Brown. 51-42 score of the game. Pastore is a little bit out of control, but he's got the abilities. He pulled that ball all the way around his back. Sometimes you get an offensive foul called there, but he was not set.
I thought
Watkins,
he made it
by the way, has had 11 points in the third period of this game. Has he really come to play?
That's going to be a foul.
51-42. Another foul called against the Millionaires. It's going to be team foul 4. The foul is going to be against Ethan Williams, his second of the ball game. Watkins. Stolen right away by Jones, away from Brema. Nasir Jones rushes it up. Williams has been hot, gives it back to Elzy. Elzy's had a big second half, couple of threes. Elzy's had a big ball game. He's got 8. There's Elzy running the point. Watkins out in front of him. In the lane, Brown sticks it in, is fouled, and Gare got him in the paint. Rymir Brown, only a sophomore at 6 foot, but Alan Taylor says he plays bigger. And he's one of the guys when Ritter, who's got 4 personals, gets in trouble. You've got some bigger guys can come in, and guys like Brown and Johnson have done so well. They're sophomore and junior respectively.
steal. Williams off the miss. Williams stuck it in. What a night for Ethan Williams, 51-46. And the Millionaires hanging around have cut it back to a 5-point game. Williams has 19. Pastore rushes it up. Little hop step. Wouldn't hit it. Brown to Johnson. Johnson steps over. Wooden bank in. Watkins off the break. Stolen back by Elsie.
Good recovery by Elsie.
Talk about up and down, exciting play. There is a blocking foul against Watkins. And I think it might have been a good call. I'm not so sure Connor was there in time.
No, I don't think he was. It was
51-46. That'll be only his second personal foul and team foul number 2. Well, you talk about an up and down pace of this game. The fans getting their money's worth. Sock by 5 with 58.9 left in this third period. Rennie Road Armel Allstate game tonight on webweeklylive.com. We link it to Facebook, our website. Watch anytime at cablesportslive.com. And the defense forces the 5-second call in the turnover. That's great D.
Well, it's great D. He had a man open, though, and didn't hit him. He looked at him. Must have, I have a bad angle up here compared to what he had, but I thought he could have slipped that ball in.
Here comes Sock after the turnover. Millionaires have been hanging around. They got down double digits a couple times in the game. Ross off the high ball string. Looking back for Brema. Shares it, gives it to Gare. Deep jumper, front of the rim. Watkins put it back up, had it rejected by Elsie. Williams, high lob. Simmons finishes and blocked by Ross. What a block by Gerald Ross. Took away a short 2.
And I'll tell you right now, that was a play for Ross. He was out of that play, came out of nowhere and got that block.
Here comes Elsie on the inbound. Millionaires down 5. 37 of the clock in the third. Simmons a deep 3. Rims in and out. Hustle, rebound. Williams has got 19 to lead the Cherry and White. Elsie now playing for the final shot of the quarter to try to cut the lead. Sock's going to come out, try to trap that ball, get him in trouble. Simmons pulls it out of a jam and gives it to a wide open Brown and lays it in. 51-48. That's the patience that Alan Taylor wants. Here comes Watkins back to Pastore. Good step to the hole. Kick back Gare. That's his shot. And it drops in. Aiden Gare again drains it for a 6-point lead. 54-48. And that is our score in this ball game if we played 3. Up and down excitement tonight for the Magic Dome. We'll take time. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Sock by 6. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance, 40 years in the business, Rennie. It's flown by, and you still love what you do. Congratulations.
Exactly. The key for me is I enjoy my job. I'm thankful for all the clients we've had. I'm thankful for people we've been helped through many terrible circumstances, from fires to floods to death in the family. It's different than a lot of jobs. You become part of the family. You're there when people need you.
Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield, for fair deals. You're gonna love us.
Sock had a 10-point lead in this game in the second half. Connor Watkins leading the way with 11 third-quarter points. Gare has buried a couple big buckets, but some great play by Amir Elsie and the Millionaires as a team. 54-48. Hanging around, down 6 against the 15-1 Lancers. Ross looking for his shot. Millionaires trying to double the ball. Watkins baseline. Great feed by the quarterback to Brema, who couldn't put it in. Here's Elsie up the other way. Penetrates. Kick at Williams has got 19. And he's got 22 of the night. Another 3 for Williams. 54-51 our score.
Alan Taylor felt that Ethan Williams needed to be aggressive and play well, and he's done just that for the Cherry and White.
He sure has, and I'll tell you what, this Cherry and White team has played good defense against an oversized team.
Watkins off that high screen. He's going to pull back and shoot the jumper. That time won't go. Brema had the rebound, lost it. Simmons pulls it down. Marcus rushes it up. In the lane, it goes! Elsie! He's fouled, and it counts. Great lead pass, Simmons to Elsie with that speed, and they've cut it to a one-point game, and he can tie it with a three-point play, 54-53. Amir Elsie on a great play to the free throw line. He's had a big second half for the Millionaires. He's got 10.
He can tie this game up with this shot.
And he does.
We got a tie ball game with 6:54 to go, and this is everything that was cracked up to be.
No doubt. Here comes Pastore. Millionaires putting pressure on. Ross off that high ball screen from Watkins. He'll take a jumper. That's two, and he drains it.
And that's your leader. That's your man that calls things out there, settles the team down, and makes the big shot when you need it.
And Gerald Ross has 19 in the game. That time, it'll be a blocking foul against Brema. Nasir Jones was a man driving down the lane, and Nasir will get to the free throw line. He shoots only 47% at the line on the season. 6'2" sophomore, was an outstanding defensive end for Chuck Cruz in football, and averages 10.7 a game for a Millionaire team that shoots 65% as a club at the free throw line, and Jones rims it in and out. Sock up two, 6:28 to play in the game, and the crowd getting their money's worth at the Magic Dome tonight.
And it's a loud one in here.
Second shot won't go. Ross got the rebound. Here comes Ross, one of their all-time 1,000-point scorers in Loyalsock history. Pastore. Brema comes out high. Backdoor, great lead pass. That time reverse layup wouldn't stay in, but a great pass by Brema.
And great defense by
Brown. Great lead pass, Simmons to Brown, and the Millionaires have tied the game 56-all. Boy, I'll tell you, Ramir Brown has 10 off the bench. Their bench points for the Millionaires between Brown and Johnson have been huge in this game. Gare, Watkins. Ross takes his shot and knocks it down again.
That's your man.
Gerald Ross putting on a show, 59-56. He's got 22 in the ball game. Williams has 22 for the Millionaires. The other way, there's Williams. Ross guards him. Brema came out, no foul. Simmons knocks it down from three. 59-59. We're tied with 5:20 to play in the game. Gare gives it back past Story. Bam couldn't hold it. And Elsie with a steal, and here come the Millionaires for a shot to take the lead. Here in the Magic Dome. Elsie up the lane, going to be clipped and fouled on the way in. Down that lane, it's going to be a foul, I believe, past Story, but let's wait and see.
It'll be past Story. That'll be his third.
With 5:04 to play in this ball game, these guys have come to play tonight. It's been exciting for the fans, that is for sure. It has been an up and down pace for the bragging rights of this town. Now the Matursville Warriors with a good 12-2 mark, scouting both of these teams. That time they get the 5-second call and didn't get it in time as Isaac Ritter got the inbound pass. He enters the game with 4 personal fouls. And trying to put a big body on Bam Brema. Tied at 59. Ross, he's going to take the jumper again and drain it. Gerald Ross putting on a show. 61-59. Ross, the winner of that Biters game ball at least 3 times this year in basketball and 1 in football. Ritter, a deep jumper. Isaac Ritter off the bench comes back in.
He's playing with 4 fouls. Came away from the basket.
Backdoor past Story, too far down. Gare off the screen, and Gare in and out and back in. It looks like a game of horse. They're putting on a shooting Boy, you talk about a shooting exhibition in this game. That time Williams couldn't hit it. Elsie couldn't
control it, put it in. Bremer got the rebound. Ross going to take that three, feels it. Wow. 67-62. These guys are just showing off now, aren't they, babe?
I'll tell you what, Ross is.
Man,
Ross
you're
right
talking
now
about,
is.
You're talking about Gerald feeling it tonight.
He's not human right now. Ross is just out of sight.
Good defense, little talking by Pastore with Elsie. These guys are playing at a high level, bragging rights of the area on the line. I think they're going to get a reach-in foul as Williams. They came very close to getting a 5-second call that time against the Loyalsock Lancers against Williams. It'll be a foul against the Loyalsock Lancers. The foul goes against Bremer, his 4th of the game. So 2 big men have 4 in Ritter, who came off the bench after a long time sitting in the timber. And he hit a 3. Simmons, jumper from the perimeter. Won't go in. Hustle, kicked out. Whose ball is it? The Millionaires get it back. 67-62 the score, Sock by 5. But the Millionaires giving them all they can handle here in the Magic Dome tonight.
The big man, Bremer, looks to be struggling right now. Maybe Ronnie Enstiner would consider putting him on the bench for maybe a minute or so and just trying to breathe some life and keep him for the end of the game.
Inbound, Jones, Elsie, nothing but net. Elsie buries the 3, 67-65, score of the game. Watkins back to Bremer. Boy, he's missed a tough layup there. Sox missed a lot of layups tonight. Yeah, well, 67-65 in this game.
The Millionaires have missed, I think, more.
Ritter. Alan Taylor says, let's slow it down with 2:57. We're going to take a timeout. It should be the full minute. Let's take a look. We'll take the full 60. Sock by 2. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate game. Don't go away.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
I've had an interest in reptiles and amphibians since I was 11 or 12 years old. And so when I came out of the military in 1964, I began to build Reptiland. And with the help of family and friends and employees, the zoo has continued to grow ever since. Sure, a lot of things have changed in 53 years, but one thing has never changed. The smiles. Welcome to Reptiland.
What a ball game. 67-65. Ross with 27. Elsie's at all 14 in the second half. 22 for Williams from Williamsport. The guys have stepped up, and now Alan Taylor's timeout. 2:48 to play. Jerry and White down 2. Simmons. Right side, Williams with 22 points. Elsie. Second half's been red hot. Watkins had a big third period. Baseline. Simmons goes up. Going to be a blocking foul. Pastore with him. It'll be team foul 7. His 4th personal of the game. And front end of a 1-and-1 for Marcus Simmons, who shoots at 86% at the free throw line for the 5'11 senior. The premier pass receiver for the Millionaires in football, who is a junior. At 71 receptions, an all-time Cherry and White record, headed to play at Westchester next year as a wide receiver. And Simmons knocks it down.
Simmons hits this one. We got a tie ball game with 2:28 to go.
67-66. Ramir Brown has given him big minutes off the bench. He's got 10 bench points. He comes into the ball game. 6-foot sophomore, but plays bigger than that. Second shot, Simmons buries it to tie the game at 67. 2:28 to play in the ball game.
It's Ross time. This is when Ross usually comes up with a big play.
Here comes Pastore. Pastore comes out high to Ross. Gerald clears it out. Watkins, that high lob, Brema. Kick back, Gare. That's his shot. Gare buries it for a 70-67 lead. They lead 3. Sock in the ball game, and Gare's got 20. Boy, what a night for hitting the deep ball. Simmons, little stop and start, and missed the layup. It wouldn't stay in. Great move. That time, a little stutter step. Got him free, and it wouldn't stay in the hole. And now Sock with the ball in the three-point lead. Hustle Jones on the floor. Loose ball. Simmons finishes to tie it, or take it down to 1, I should say. 70-69. Back to Watkins, pump fake, kick back, Gare for 3. Wow. These guys are putting on a shooting exhibition. 73-69. Gare's got 23 in the night with 1:18 to play. Sock by 4. Simmons goes baseline, gets up in the air. Brema buries a rebound for the Lancers with 1:10 to play. There's Ross, feeling the 3. Ross will not go, and Jones got up in the air and got the rebound. Here comes Simmons. Kick back, Williams. He's got 22, but has been silent for a while, and Elsie turns and rolls. What a move by Elsie. That little spin move in the lane, the double clutch, and puts it in. That's a pretty move by Elsie to cut it to a 2-point game, 73-71, and Amir's got a shot to cut it to a 1-point game.
And I'll tell you what, they needed a big shot there and got it. That was something.
Dane Armson's going to check into the game, and Brema is going to come out of the game with 53.8 seconds left. Brema is going to go sit down. Looking at the fouls, they never put up the number on that foul. It would have given him 5 fouls in the game. Elsie to the line, shoots and hits. He's got 17 all in the second half.
I'm trying to see. I didn't notice, but is that the 5th foul on?
They didn't put it up. 73-72, and I think it might have been because he left.
Yeah.
43 in the clock. Pastore. Sock clings to a 1-point lead for the once-beaten Lancers. Pastore. Armson is in there now. He falls to the floor, no whistle. 32 seconds. High ball screen. Gerald Ross takes it hard to the hole. Clutches. Banks draws the foul and gets to the line. And Gerald Ross to the free throw line for the Loyalsock Lancers, where he hit 72% on the year.
Armson came up limping on that last series. He's limping right now. But Ronnie Ensinger has to keep a big man in there if he can.
Loyalsock, by the way, is 8 for 8 at the free throw line in this ball game, and now 9 for 9. And that should be the 28th point of the game for Gerald Ross.
Ritter with 4 fouls comes back into the ball game to finish out the last 26 seconds.
Working on 29 for Ross. What a night he's had. That time it won't go. They're only missing the line. 25 left. Millionaires down a pair. Game's on the line. 21 seconds left in the game. Clock ticking down. Simmons, a 3 could win it. Simmons up the lane. Banks won't stay in. Hustle, rebound, Jones. Millionaire ball with 8.4. And now a chance to either tie or win it with a 3. Sock up 2 points, and time is called. We're going to take the full minute. We'll be back. Don't go away. 74-72. Sock will be back. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate game. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. For the finest detail in handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know.
Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And, of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip.
Bay Bear, I don't think I've ever seen a more exciting Loyalsock Williamsport game, and I've done just about every one. They did play in the 60s, and I sure didn't do that one. Inbound, Millionaires get it to Jones, who lost the ball. And was there going to be a foul called? And there is, with 6.8 seconds left. It'll be a personal foul against, let's look and see. The foul is going to go against Watkins. It will be his third personal foul.
Well, it had to go against one of the two.
Nasir Jones, and if you want a guy there, Jones hits only 47% on the season with 6.8. But the Millionaires never really got a good look and almost got a 5-second call of the inbound. Jones, yes. One more to tie. 74-73 with 6.8 seconds left in this ball game. Alan Taylor's gone over all the possibilities of what happens if. And now Jones to tie the game, and he does! 74-all. And Alan Taylor takes time, and we'll keep it right here, Bay Bear.
Yeah, well, right now, you got 6.8 seconds. That's plenty of time to get a shot off, particularly the way both these teams are shooting right now. That's an eternity in this ball game. Tied up, but Loyalsock will have the ball the last time. And that's just about how this game was played. Team that holds the ball last is going to win.
Man, I'll tell you, you've got 6.8, and you've got the winningest coach all time in Pennsylvania. He's been down this road before trying to get one of his sharpshooters open. Will it be Ross? Will it be Gare to get a good look? As you take a look at the Millionaire bench, and Alan Taylor, who played for the Cherry and White and Pete White 30 years ago in the '89 season. And
his teammate was DeMar Wright, the assistant that's over there on the bench also.
Yep.
So, these guys have been well trained. They're good coaches, both of them. But right now, it's going to be defense, and nobody can break down.
Now, one thing you want to do, you've got to guard against putting a guy at the line and fouling. Sock has hit all but one. They're 9 of 10 at the line. And right now, you've got to play some D. And if you're going to throw it up, you better make them throw not a high percentage shot.
You better get somebody on there.
6. They get down here, Stolen Williams. And we're going overtime. Boy, I'll tell you, everybody stopped for a moment. And that could have been a disaster as the ball was nearly thrown away. We're going to OT. We'll take time out. Millionaires and the Lancers go to an extra period. 74-74, Cable Sports and the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Eric Steinbacher's with us, Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance. But Eric, you're on the financial side of things. You've done a great job for me and for many other folks. Tell me about that.
Yeah, Gary, a lot of people don't realize that we offer financial services here at the Road Armel Agency. We can help you with short-term, moderate-term, and your long-term financial service needs.
And help you get ready for retirement. Check
Absolutely.
it out today. 326-6645, Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance.
When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in, open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more, the best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024.
We go to overtime, and maybe the most exciting Lancer Millionaire game, certainly the most exciting I've ever done. 4 minutes as they jump ball at midcourt for the first overtime period. 4 minutes to play. Gale lights it up again. Gare starts where he started this game, 77-74. He's been on fire. These guys putting on a show. He's got 26. Ritter in the middle, hit a big 3 when he came off the bench with 4. Williams counters. That time it wouldn't go.
I think it was
Stepping back, Johnson who hit a 3 to end the half. Ball kicked away off Armson. And that time, the Millionaires might have gotten a break. It looked like might have been touched by Ritter, but again, we're a long way from here.
Yeah.
77-74. That first 3 goes down by Gare. He and Ross have put on, but just about all of these guys have put on an exhibition in the second half of the game. Elsie put up 17, all in the second half. Simmons. Sock defends so well in the inbound. Slipping free is Ritter.
Good
the big
play.
guy puts it in. 77-76. Ritter has given you 5 big points in the second half, and now the first OT. 77-76. Sock by a point in overtime. Ross has put on a show. Down the lane. Spins and hits. Now Ross has 31 points in the game. 79-76 our score.
Ross that time got around the first man and then used his arm length to get that ball into the basket. Good play.
Ritter kicks it back to Sear Jones. Powers up. Draws the foul. Had it blocked by Armson, but somebody got him with a body.
Well,
let's see who they give the foul
if
to.
that was Pastore, that may be 5.
3 Lancers swarmed him as he goes baseline to try to put it in.
No, that was on Armson.
Now the Armson. It's going to be his first personal foul. They're in the double bonus at 10 personal fouls in this game. They're going to shoot 2. That time it will not go. It was Nasir Jones with 6.8 seconds that knocked down a pair of free throws to tie the game and really sent us to overtime. Game of the week brought to you by Hooper's Only TV, live.com. Good play off the miss. Ritter. Hooper's Only, it's not just about basketball, but lifestyle. Top celebrities out in L.A. and the West Coast starting to brand this Hooper's Only TV for the top high school players and games around the country. From Master P, B.J. Armstrong, Scottie Pippen, and a whole lot more. It's all about Hooper's Only TV Live.com here on the East Coast. Steele, Gare, finishes. Aiden Gare's got 5 in overtime. Extending the lead to 5 again, 81-76. And every time they've done it, the Millionaires have come roaring back.
Millionaires' biggest struggle right now is getting the ball inbounds.
Yeah, they sure have. They've had trouble. There's Williams. One step to the hole. Kicks it over. Armson, good job hustling to the floor, pulls it up, and now a little bench clearing. Trying to settle down. Dame Armson's a football player, and now they've got to get these guys settled down. And Aiden Gare is pulled down by C.I. Ron Insinger. And you see a little bit of, there's been some talking going on, but now they need to get everybody settled down. They don't need that after this kind of a game. And now Brema is showing some emotion. You remember he fouled out of the game with his 5th personal foul. And we don't need guys duking it out. Not in this. Not in one of the greatest Williamsport Loyalsock games in history. But Dane Armson hustled for that ball, and then there was a little kicking around and some things were said. And now they're trying to get everybody cooled down.
Well, and you can't lose your composure with 2:21 to go in overtime.
No, you can't.
I mean, and both these teams lost their composure there. You got to pull them back together.
81-76, OT, Sock by 5.
I don't even know who has the ball. Who got the ball?
Loyalsock should have the ball, and I believe there was a foul call. But we'll wait and see. They have not put a number up. We were tied at 74 at the end of regulation. Aiden Gare opened with a 3. He's also added another bucket on a break. And he's got 5 of those points, so it was Gare that added all 5 of the Sock points. There's the hustle. They're trying to tie him up as Williams tried to tie him up. Armson didn't like what was being said, and now Simmons and the Millionaires starting to get in their face. And you've got Gare there and Ross wisely, and C.I.'s coming out dragging his guy. And And Gerald Ross wisely went to the bench.
Well,
he didn't want to get in the middle of that.
It was a tie-up. I felt that he did have him tied up, and he came from behind and had wrapped the ball in.
Yeah, and of course, Van Bremen
and Armson threw an elbow. That's what started the whole thing.
And Bremen came off the bench, and they don't need that.
No,
Van is sitting there. He's, I'm sure, a little upset he's not in that game. He left with 5 personal fouls, but now they're trying to get everybody cooled down. They've got Alan Taylor and CI talking to the referees with 2:21 left in this ball game. Just a highly contested game of arch rivals and the bragging rights they're going to have to hear for the next year. This is a senior class from Sock that has not beaten the Millionaires in their career. So this is a big game for them. They're a 15-1 club. Millionaires have a lot of frustration with a young team playing this tough schedule of being on the road for some 2,000 miles of traveling. And they're 4-10. But boy, could this propel the Cherry and White if they could win this game tonight and hustle home with a strong finish for Alan Taylor's team, get to the District 2-4 playoffs, and there's certainly a team capable of winning that.
Well, Alan Taylor's really upset with the officials, and I don't know whether they're upset because Armson threw the elbow or whether
Millionaires were trying to tie up Armson, and Williams was trying to reach around, and Armson didn't like something, and there's been no technical called. The foul would a moment ago is going to go against the Williamsport Millionaires, I believe. Let's look and see.
Well,
it was they put Bremen's name up, but they never put it up before. He fouled out with 5. They didn't put that up. The foul is, we double check.
Well, if they put up 35, that's the first foul. And 135, Jensen's not playing.
Now they've got the wrong number.
They got the wrong number up there, yeah.
So they have not called who the foul is going to be on, but it was Williams, who is a guy. Mike, I don't know if we have a chance to take a look at that again. We may look at what occurred.
Now watch.
And now they're fooling around trying to get the right numbers up, and they're all fouled up. If we have a chance to get it again, Mike, let's take a look at what ensued. And here's another look at what happened in this play. Armson loose ball dives for it. Williams tries to get around.
And there's the tie-up, right there's the tie-up.
There's the tie-up, and they don't like what was said. And then Simmons and company getting up in the face of Armson. And then you've got Aiden Gare, who was a tough football player. Then Simmons stops him, and then right out there is CI and Pastore restraining him. There's going to be a technical foul. And it's going to be on the Williamsport bench. Technical foul against the Cherry and White bench.
Well, that must be for people coming off the bench, but they came off the bench from both sides. It was
well, it may be on what was said, because certainly Alan Taylor was in a position there where he really felt strongly that the Millionaires, maybe the foul should be the other way against Armson. They felt that Ethan Williams may have gotten his hand on the ball, should have been a tie-up. It should have been a possession arrow situation, which would still have given the ball back to Sock, but we'll
I thought it was definitely a tie-up. I thought Williams tied the ball up, and then everything broke out after that. So, I don't know. The ball
if you're just tuning in, it's 81-76 Sock with a 5-point lead with 2:21 left in the first overtime. In a wild game, we were tied at 74 at the end of regulation. Nasir Jones calmly sank 2 with 6.8 seconds left in regulation to send this game to overtime. Sock had an 8-point lead early, had a 10-point lead. They were up big in the game, and the Millionaires made a run to take their own lead in a 12-2 run. Sock then went on a 15-2 run themselves, and we've been back and forth in this ball game. What excitement. And guys that shot the eyes out of the basket in this game tonight. You talk about big numbers by a lot of guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gare at the end of the game was the difference. I mean, he was sinking threes. In overtime, he just sunk a 3. And before that, Ross was unstoppable. I mean,
Yeah.
he just, throughout
Ross
the game,
showed you why.
Yeah.
He's, I think, one of the great players in Pennsylvania. Aiden Gare has had, you talk about 6 threes in this game by Gare alone. He's got 5 of the points in OT, and that's the difference in the game at 81-76.
On the positive side of a little light note to this game here, but on the positive side, Gerald Ross probably answered a question I asked him with the best answer I may have received in a 31-year career, and that was, I said, what do you like most, basketball or football? He said, depends what season it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, a great answer.
Yeah, one of the great receivers. He broke the all-time Lycoming County mark with back-to-back 1,000-yard receiving seasons. Made All-State. And he's going to get a chance to play either one of those sports, and it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Okay, so there is now not a technical foul called. For a moment, it looked like they pulled a tee. It will be an inbound sock ball.
If the arrow was pointing towards Sock, then yes, that would have been a good call.
And it looked like they called the tie-up. It's going to be possession arrow Loyalsock. That's how it played.
Okay,
they talked
call.
about it for 10 minutes. 2:07 to play. Sock by 5. Pastore. Gare. Watkins cuts for the bucket. Goes backdoor, trying to give it back to Armson. Stolen to Sear Jones. Big defensive play. And now the Millionaires come down to tie it, and they need a chance to come back in the game down 5 in this ball game. Simmons. Brown. Elsie penetrates, floats, and it will not stay. Tap no good.
Elsie's got the
again
rebound.
got the rebound. And that time, possession arrow should come to the Millionaires. Sock had it twice, and now the crowd is reacting. And now Alan Taylor calls timeout. And you would think that the possession arrow should be back the other way. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. 81-76, minute 38 to play. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State game.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family.
We are back for the Magic Dome, 81-76. Our score in the ball game. We may want to turn that down. Okay, we're back. That was only a 30-second timeout. Ross, minute 32 left in the game. Near steal. Gerald gives it back to Armson. Wanted to give it back to the money man. It's stolen by Brown, who takes it end-to-end and hits. Rymere Brown and a big bucket to cut it to 3. 81-78. Going to be a full timeout. Mike, you can take the full 60. We'll be back. Sock by 3. And Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff, Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com. The Clothier in the heart of downtown Williamsport has the biggest selection of the state and all the top name brands. Vineyard Vines, Barber, Tommy Bahama, Sport Coats by Jack Victor and Hartshafter and Marks. Now did Babe Bear make his decision?
Francis, this is the look.
Babe, promise me you're going to wear this on the football game show.
You know I will, Francis.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport. Got an 81-78 ball game. And the scuffle that ensued earlier was actually called a Loyalsock timeout. No foul was called. Possession arrow then went back to Loyalsock on the last tie-up. So we're all set and ready to go. Here comes Gare. Gare off that right side. Back to Ross. 58 in the clock. Ross up the lane. Hangs and is going to be an offensive foul. And Simmons stepped in and took the charge. That's what Alan Taylor says. End of a ball game. You got to think and make plays. And Marcus Simmons got belted and slow getting up, but took a great charge by the senior leader. 81-78. That's a big play.
Oh, that was a huge play, and he was set too.
81-78, 54 on the clock.
All right, Millionaires right now down by 3. With 54 seconds to go, they're not going to get many more possessions.
Here comes Simmons, fronted by Ross. High ball screen. Jones. Simmons, no. Armson, hustle, Ritter. Ball's kicked away. Whose ball is it? Sock says they have it.
Yeah, Sock
and they do with 41.2 seconds and a 3-point lead in overtime tonight for the bragging rights of this area. Watkins, here comes Ross, has put on a show in that second half. Watkins had a big third period. Pastore, Armson, Brema fouled out. 31 on the clock, Pastore, taking some time now. And Sock, who has shot well at the line tonight, they're 9 of 10. Now at the free throw line, wanting them to put him to the line and foul. And now Gerald Ross has had another Gerald Ross type of night in a big atmosphere. We've got him for, just double check that. Make sure he's at 30 or 31 points by Ross. They've got him here for 30. We'll double check again. Ross at the line.
Well, I tell you what, it was a huge mistake there by the young Brown. He'll learn from that.
81-78 and now 82-78 as Ross knocks it down, and Sock lifts the lead to 4 with 24.9 seconds.
If you're going to foul, you don't foul Ross.
Gerald Ross, 72% of the year. He's got 32 of the night. 83-78. Elsie, Millionaires need a bucket in a hurry. In traffic, stolen away, no call. Pastore with 15. Millionaires need to foul in a hurry, and they will foul Ross at midcourt, and now Sock with 11.6 appears to be on their way to their 16th win of the season, but it was hard fought tonight in the Magic Dome in overtime, and Ross will seal it here if he can make these free throws. For the senior All-State guard and an All-State wide receiver in football. 6'2", senior to the line, and Ross short as the ball is kicked out of bounds.
Going to go to the Millionaires.
Millionaires have it back with 9.7, but you're down 5.
You're not.
And Sock is just going to come out, play some token defense with 8.2. They got to shoot right away. 6.2. Ritter takes a deep 3 off the backboard, and Pastore dribbles it out, and Sock has won the ball game tonight, 83-78, the final score of this game. Over the Millionaires in OT, one of the most exciting Williamsport Sock games ever played.
Well, just going into overtime's a big job. I feel a little bad for the Millionaires. They could have really used this game. But I also feel very good about the Loyalsock Lancers because they need the momentum coming out of this game. And I think they learned a lot in this ball game.
Yeah, Williamsport speed, they needed to see it. And playing a big atmosphere, they've been beating teams by 30 plus in a good many, most of their games. And they needed a good game. The Millionaires needed a good game, but they needed to get a win in a game. But hopefully this is going to help the Cherry and White down the stretch too against a really good team. 83-78 in overtime. The Lancers are 16-1 of the season, and the Millionaires fall to 4-11. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State game, and we'll be back with the Biters game ball in a few minutes. Who's going to pick that up? We'll be back, too, with our Fairfield Auto Group postgame show. River Valley Transit, big play and more. Do not go away. Rennie Rodarmel, congratulations. 40 years in the business. Rennie Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance. Got to make you feel pretty proud of what you've been able to achieve with a great staff here. But as you told me, you're not thinking about retirement. You still love what you do.
Oh, yeah, I enjoy coming in every day. It's hard to believe 40 years. It seems like yesterday I was still in the classroom teaching. Time kind of flies when you enjoy what you're doing. You don't look at it as a job. You don't mind coming in, contact with the people, being helped some people out at times when they need it. It's a rewarding job.
Yeah, and an amazing thing, too. There's a lot of days on a Saturday or Sunday, you're in here working a bunch of hours because there's things to get done, but you're really enjoying updating folks on the insurance, making sure they're getting the proper discounts and the proper coverage.
Oh, yeah, getting people in for reviews is just so important. People don't realize how fast things are changing in this industry, how liability suits are escalating. We got to make sure people have the right coverage there. That one accident or one mistake can't cost you everything you worked your whole life to have.
Well, the other thing you've told me many times, it's all about service, it's all about coverage. You got a great staff here, and that is certainly a key. Having folks that deal with people. When I first got involved with you guys, I knew I wasn't another number at an insurance agency. You get to be friends with your clients. That makes a difference when you come here. People know your name.
Exactly. It's basically like family. Some of these people are with me all 40 years that I'm in business, and you know, when they walk in the door, you know about their family, what their goals are in life, and where they stand.
Rennie, congratulations, 40 years and many more to come. Rennie Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance, Westminster Drive, Williamsport, South Main, Mansfield.
Thank you.
BJ Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card. It's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in, open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more, the best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024. Hey guys, we're back here at Biters Furniture Mattress Appliance. Biters, 52 years here in the Williamsport area, here in Southside. Matt Bauer Furniture Department. Everything's gone custom. You talk about comfort. That's what it's going to. That's what it's all about. Best seat in the house. You've got it.
That's right. We have the hottest thing right now is definitely power. It's power recline. It puts your feet in the right position, puts your back in the right position, your head in the right position, and that's definitely the hottest thing right now.
Let me check this out. You know, it's like the remote. Wow, you've got the lumbar, you've got the foot rest area coming up. This is like the perfect seat at the 50-yard line for watching football and basketball and all your favorite games.
That's right. You can pretty much put yourself in the perfect position. So a lot of these new sofas have 3 different motors that are going to be perfectly customizable.
What is the most important thing when you're buying furniture here at Biters?
Well, definitely the most important thing is comfort. But you have to remember quality and also customizable. And we have all of those things to offer you, but comfort is the key.
Okay, the other key is if I want to shop online, you can do that with Biters too, right?
Absolutely. At biters.com, we redesigned our whole website. Now you can track your deliveries. And it's not only that you can track your deliveries, Gary, but it's going to be coming from a Biters truck from a Biters employee, not a delivery service. And then we're going to give you, in addition to that, hundreds of items that you can buy at prices that compete with all the internet big names.
You just sold me. Nobody does it better. Furniture, mattress, appliance. The name is Biters. Check them out today. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Gary.
Fairfield Postgame Show, Gary Crispin and Babe Bear, and I would say the most exciting Sock Williamsport game we've ever done. They go to overtime. Sock goes to 16-1. Millionaires gave it all they had, fell a little bit short, and 83-78 the final. They were 74-74 in OT. Nasir Jones steps to the line with 6.8 seconds, drains 2. They go to OT. The Millionaires fought back, and it was every time Sock gained a double-digit lead, the Millionaires came right back in this game. Fell behind early, came roaring back with a 12-2 run at one point, then Sock won in a 15-2 run. They led by 5 at the half, basically because coming off the bench, Cole Johnson came and hit a 3 at the buzzer. They're in this ball game tonight. When you take a look at threes, there were 18 threes, 11 threes by Sock, 7 threes by the Millionaires, who had outstanding performances by a whole lot of people in this game.
Well, you know, I thought this game, both teams played to perfection. We were worried about were the Millionaires going to be able to hang in there, were they going to be able to use their speed, and were they going to be able to finish on shots, rebounds, things like that. I thought they did all that. The Loyalsock Lancers, we knew that they had to have a good shooting game. We knew that they had a short bench and they had to keep people alive on the floor. I thought they did that. And what the Loyalsock Lancers got out of this game tonight, they saw playoff speed. All right, and yeah. I thought that taught them a great lesson. Plus, they came out with a win. Couldn't be a better night for Ron Ensign and the Lancers.
Let's talk about RVT, River Valley Transit Big Play. And you can pick a bunch of these, but, you know, who do you pick as Biters game ball? Ross has won 3 or 4. I think we're going to go with Gare tonight because Gare made the shots in overtime down the stretch, hits this big 3, and then shortly thereafter, he'll finish in a fast break. He got 5 of those points to extend the lead, and that's how things turned out in this ball game. As you look at those this is the first couple of minutes of overtime in the game. Sock's going to get a little fast break run off this and convert. I know it's going to take a while, but in this game, Ross had 32, Gare had 28, Pastore had 3, Watkins 15, Bremas 6. Elsie had all 17 of his points in the second half of the game. And I guess, Mike, we can show it. That's a River Valley Transit big play. And you're talking about, you know, Biters game ball. And you can just throw it up in the air. We go with Gare tonight because Ross has won a ton, and Gare hit the big buckets down the stretch. He had 6 threes in the game. Biters game ball. Congratulations.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ross carried him through the game. Gare at the end of the game finished him off, and that was the difference.
Yeah, he had 6 threes. This is the other big play down the stretch as he finished off that steal, had the 5 points, and they never relinquished it, and they win it by 5, 83-78. Gare is going to get the Biters game ball. We're going to talk to Aiden Gare. We're going to talk to Gerald Ross. What a shooting exhibition it was in that second half by both teams. Overtime, Sock goes to 16-1. Hard fought, 83-78 the final score. We'll be right back. Hey, we're back here, Fairfield BMW post-game show. Rick Quigley and the gang here at Fairfield BMW. Wow, what a state-of-the-art facility. I know you're really proud of this one, Rick.
Yeah, it's a great facility. Shows off the car as well. Great inventory, and got the guys here to sell and take care of everybody.
Okay, Courtney, sell me on this. First of all, the 640. Tell me about the 640. This is a great-looking, brand-new 2019.
Well, the 640 is for the guy who wants the sporty car but has the family. It's got all the room in the back, but boy, what a drive.
Okay, John Bueller, we've got another vehicle here. Tell me about the X2. I actually drove the X2. Sporty and fun to drive.
Oh yeah, a little under 230 horsepower.
brand new, just came out in 2018, and we expect a lot more here in 2019. And a lot of fun, a lot of style, and it's great for even the old BMW owner.
Absolutely.
Why'd you look at Gary that way?
I guess that's me. The ultimate driving machine. Check it out here. Fairfield BMW will be back with more of the postgame. Make it Fairfield for fair deals.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
I've had an interest in reptiles and amphibians since I was 11 or 12 years old. And so when I came out of the military in 1964, I began to build Reptiland. And with the help of family and friends and employees, the zoo has continued to grow ever since. Sure, a lot of things have changed in 53 years, but one thing has never changed: the smiles. Welcome to Reptiland.
You're talking about the most exciting sock Williamsport game that we've ever done. And I've done just about every single one of them since the 80s. And tonight, sock winning it. Winning it tonight, overtime, 83-78. Shooting exhibition by Gerald Ross and Aiden Gare. Gerald with 32, 3 threes. Aiden had 28, 8 threes. You guys were in a zone. Watkins had 15. And Millionaires shot well in the second half. Congratulations. Aiden, you wanted the ball and Gerald run the ball. When you feel it, you guys feel it.
Yeah, I feel like we're the best two shooters around. And if one of us are going, it's good. But if we're both going, it's great. I don't think we can lose.
It looked like you guys, Gerald, were playing a horse. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, in practice, me and Aiden, we argue every time who's the better shooter, and in practice we just have shoot-offs all the time, so that's where that comes from.
What do you think? Millionaires, they're not having a great year, but you knew in this atmosphere, playoff atmosphere, team that plays a tough schedule and great speed, you guys played you really tough to the wire tonight, but I'm sure you expected that.
Oh yeah, every time we play Williamsport, they're gonna play their best game and play over their head, and we knew that. We expected that coming in, and we just stuck to what we're good at and came out with the W.
And I know it's important to you as a senior beating the Millionaires, who have beaten you the last couple of years out. Aiden, what did this mean to your team winning up here in this atmosphere, getting your 16?
Oh, it meant a lot. We didn't want to lose this game because we were the last one at Danville, and at the beginning of the season, there was a little trash talk between us and Williamsport about who was going to win, and I'm glad we pulled this one off.
Babe?
Well, first of all, Gerald, you can't say we have a shoot-off every day of practice without telling us who wins. Who wins the shoot-off between you two guys?
I win it every time.
Aiden, I'm going to give you a shot.
He's lying. He can't make a shot in practice.
We can get the security tapes.
The security tapes.
Hey, guys.
You guys have watched a lot of movies, haven't you?
Guys, I made the comment after the game. I said that was playoff speed out there tonight. You guys needed a game like this in order to learn what speed was going to be like once you get into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, winning every game by 35, 40 points it's not going to help us in the future. We need a couple games that, we're losing, we're winning, we win by single digits. That's going to help us come playoff time.
And Aiden, you knew that you guys were going to have to hit from the perimeter in this game. And I thought you guys stood up to the clause, particularly you two, but there's also some other guys that hit from the perimeter. I thought that was huge.
Yeah, it was pretty big. I'm glad Connor got one, even though it went off the bank.
You don't think he called that?
Oh, definitely not.
I didn't hear anything.
But, yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I forget.
That's okay, guys. You know, Montoursville is coming up this week. Big ball game. They're playing well, 12-2. What do you think about the Warriors coming up against you guys in your place Wednesday night?
They've definitely got better from the last time we played them, but I feel like we're going to play a lot better than we did that game because it's at our home basketball court, and there we don't, at Montour, we just don't play that well, and I think it's going to help.
Babe?
You know, one other thing I saw in that game was I saw that you guys were not only into the game yourselves, you got the crowd into the game. You guys were fired up for this ball game. I mean, I thought that was really huge. Did you feel the crowd? Did you feel everything that was going on tonight?
Oh, yeah. You know, coming to a place like this, the crowd's going to be crazy. You know, it's a hard place to play. You know, their fans come out and show support every night, and we know we had to get our fans into it or it was going to be overwhelming.
Aiden, did you think that coming in here tonight may have been better than going to Lycoming College where it's a neutral court, or even going down to to Loyalsock and playing? You had the big crowd here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. It helped us a lot because it shows that it helps us play against louder crowds. Even at our home games, sometimes we don't have a lot of people that come to it, and with a game here, fill more people up, man. It's a hostile crowd, and we enjoy that.
I'll tell you what, just a great ball game tonight, guys. One of the best ones we've ever done, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
83-78. We'll come back in a moment. Sock has won it. They're 16-1 in overtime. We will see them Wednesday at home against the Montoursville Rivals. Another rivalry game. The Montoursville Warriors playing, I guess, the basketball version of the bridge game, and I know you played the football version of it. It's going to be fun Wednesday night. We'll take a timeout. Sock has done it again. A tough win here at the Magic Dome. The Clothier in the heart of downtown Williamsport has the biggest selection of the state in all the top name brands. Vineyard Vines, Barber, Tommy Bahama, Sport Coats by Jack Victor and Hartshafter and Marks. Now, did Babe Bear make his decision?
Francis, this is the look.
Babe, promise me you're going to wear this on the football game show.
You know I will, Francis.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Raymore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Raymore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Raymore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport.
1027, the 80s to now.
Hey, we're back. 83-78 final score. And Ron Insinger, winningest coach in PA, 1,000 last week. Big wins tonight, CI. Congratulations. Hard fought, but you knew it would be.
Absolutely, Gary. That's what fierce rivalries are all about. You throw out the records, and each team brings their A game to the table. And that's what happened tonight.
You know, we have done a lot of these games. I don't think we've ever done one more exciting. When you saw a shooting exhibition by both teams, I mean, when you take a look at Elsie had 17 all in the second half. Simmons had the 11. Williams had 22. But for your guys, Ross with 32 and 3 threes, 28 by Gare, who had 8 threes. They wanted the ball behind the arc.
They did, and I kind of contribute some of that success to the fact that our run last year in playoffs when we were in tight ball games and it was a playoffs atmosphere, packed gym, and I think that helped keep our composure going down the stretch.
Right.
Ronnie, talk a little bit about what you did this week to get this team ready to play a 4-10 team, all right, when they only lost one game all season. And then I want you to add on to that how you're going to get them ready to go play Montoursville on Wednesday.
Well, first of all, this week, we had Shamokin, and then we had who the devil did we have? I forget who we had on Wednesday night. So we didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare. We missed a practice because of ice. But anyway, you just mentioned Williamsport. That's all I have to say, because the boys, we're still smarting from last year's overtime loss at Lycoming College. And, for our seniors, it was the last opportunity to play against this Williamsport team, and so they wanted it badly. So that in itself provided a lot of energy and enthusiasm for the game.
What about Montoursville?
We're going to have to regroup. We play Monday at Shore, so we don't have a whole lot of time to prepare. But Montour's the real deal. They're just getting better and better. And, last year we beat them early and they spanked us in the second time around. So we got to have our guard up.
Yep.
See, they're turning the lights out on us. I'll let you run and get on the bus. Congratulations.
Thanks,
another
babe.
win, and we'll see you Wednesday night with Montoursville.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, I'll let you run. All right, Ron. Hey, we're going to wrap this up. All right. Babe Bear, we're still on the air.
Oh, we're still on the air.
We are still on the air. Yes, and we're going to leave right now. It's been a wild night. Overtime, 83-78. Final score of this ball game for our entire crew. For Babe Bear, I'm Gary Crispin saying so long. We'll see you at Loyalsock with Montoursville. Another rematch game. Montoursville played him tough for most of that game the last time. Mike Messina's team 12-2 playing at a high level. That'll be a war coming up Wednesday night. We'll see you here on Cable Sports. Ready? Road Armel All-State game from the Magic Dome. Final score in OT. It was Sock over the Millionaires, 83-78. Ross up the lane, penetrates, hooks, and knocks it down. Kept alive, good. Bauer is on fire. Dylan Bauer back to Reed. Rivers up the lane, gives it to Jofi. Great dish on Ross. The offensive board's going to Sock. Gare again. You can't give him any out there, and Aiden Gare strokes it. Bauer had it rejected, knocked away by Perry. Hill off the break, lays it up and in. There's a deep three. Shear. That's his third three of the night.